We're back. Death Can't Wait Studios of Arizona, discussing the 17 million views that the UFC White House card got. Is it a bust? Let's talk about that in the news with the MMA-Holes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. J Beers and Smokey and everybody that loves to support the program, hitting those super chats and all. I see Smokey in there already hitting the super chats. Oh my God, Smokey hitting them before we even went live. Look at that. How do I do? Oh shoot, it doesn't pop up an alert before I go live. All right, let's just do Smokey. Smokey. It won't play on the alert. Let's see. We'll just go like this. $5. We'll just go like that. Oops. We'll just go like that. We'll just go like that. Smokey, $5. You're the food kid top dog, buddy. Thank you so much, Smokey. Smokey. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. Smokey's up. $5. Top dog. Thank you. All right. So we got a lot to talk about because the numbers were released of the card that happened on Saturday, the White House card, a gigantic event. But Dana White didn't say the numbers. He's like, I'm going to wait for Paramount to release the numbers. So he waited, and then it said 17 million. And then if you look at the reports, like people are posting things out there online talking about where is it? There it is. Talking about this in the Netflix card, doing some comparisons there. I saw some people in the chat earlier were like, wait, that doesn't seem very good. $17 million is supposed to be getting Super Bowl numbers. We're going to explain the numbers here, and we're going to get to the bottom of the situation to see if this was actually a flop or not. I put a poll in the chat, and according to some of the holes voting early, was the UFC White House card a bust? 26% say yes, and 74% say no. So that seems pretty accurate. I don't know why people would say yes. Maybe they're just trolling. I don't know. But then the numbers coming out, maybe people don't think that that's a good idea, to be boasting about an event and then only hitting 17 million numbers. So we'll explain this situation. I got to admit, when I first saw the numbers, I was like, whoa, because Rogan was putting on his podcast, he was like 160 million views or something like that. There was all these different reports that people were rumoring out there, and now officially it's 17 million. A lot less than what Rogan said, right? So confusing. Let's go, champ. What's up? Let's go, champ.
Whoever thinks White House was a bust is dumb AF.
There you go. Whoever thinks was a dumb AF. But let me ask you, JBers, do you think 14 million seems like a lot of views on the White House? Before I get into detail, I just want to know what you think in the chat. Do you think those are good numbers for something that they said was supposed to get Super Bowl numbers, right? Think about it.
Super chat.
All Rising Lord.
At work, keep on keeping on, rock on.
Thank you, Mr. Lord. Thank you, All Rising Lord. Appreciate the $2, and hopefully your workday goes quickly. Okay, I'm going to put here, let's see, what are the numbers the Super Bowl usually gets? Let's see. What are the number of views a Super Bowl gets on average? Let's see. 120 to 125 million. So when you got a guy like Dana White going out there and saying, hey, man, we're going to get Super Bowl numbers, and you're talking 125 million views, and then you hit 17 million, I think a lot of people are like, wait.
This is number one bullshit.
I think a lot of people be like, well, you're a little bit off with those numbers.
Wonderful.
We got Optimistically. Thank you, Optimistically.
So where the fuck did Joe Rogan get that 100 million number?
Well, I'll explain. I'm going to explain, but that is a good question, right? I will explain in detail what the 17 million is actually, and it's a little confusing, and this is why I think it's a really stupid idea to boast numbers before the report is released. Like, I understand they want to sell a fight. Hold on, let me drink my mushroom coffee. By the way, I'm in talks with the Mushroom Coffee Company to work together because I'm like, guys, I don't think you understand. I'm shitting like crazy, man. This is great. I would like to promote you guys. I would like to disclose the information so my people could get the discount. So we're currently working on that. But once it happens, I'll tell you what's changed my life. Let me sip on it real quick. But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Ooh, I like it. I don't think it's a good idea to be saying this. Like, maybe saying, hey, this is going to be the greatest event. You're going to love this. You're going to have a blast with this thing. You've never seen anything like this thing. But once you start boasting about how many views and metrics before the fight actually happens or the numbers actually released, it's gonna give this level of expectation that everyone's gonna be like, whoa, that's crazy. Super Bowl numbers. That's insane. That's insane. And then when they watch it and they're like, wow, it was a good time, and then they see 17 million rather than 120 or 125, or if you got Rogan going out saying 100 and whatever million, everyone's like deflated. Like, wait, how do we go up here with this crazy ass number and then to this, right? And then people are putting comparisons to Netflix when they're releasing 17 million as well. So I understand the questioning. I also understand the people that are haters going out there and saying, you know what? I told you this is dog shit. This event was a waste of time. This event was stupid. I told you. Good thing I didn't watch. I wasn't part of the 17 million. I'm sure you got the people dancing on the event saying stuff like that. And to those people, I don't care.
What do you have to say now? What do you have to say now?
I mean, I don't care. I don't care what you think.
Super chat.
Smokey, thank you, Smokey. Round 2.
Even I can't wait to download and watch the card cause I ain't even seen Justin's walkout. Lol, wonderful, wonderful holes. Love you gesture emoji.
Wow.
_MMA-Holes _current __ wonderful. You
could see the full walkout on X. I definitely think you should check it out. Definitely check out that walkout on X. By the way, we'll be live in a couple of hours for 1FC. We're back with 1FC doing the Muay Thai tomorrow morning. So it'll be bright and early doing that. But yeah, Smokey, check out his walkout. Unless you want to. Here's the problem. And this is another issue that I don't like. Apparently, I didn't watch the replay yet. I've been pretty busy. But I haven't watched the replay yet. And I heard that they took out the Josh Hokit line with the Obama thing. And I'm sure they cut out a bunch of other stuff, which I think is a big misplay. I think you should keep it as is, as it was aired. This way the replay people, the people that pay money to watch this and can't be there in real time, can actually enjoy the experience, whether it's highs or lows. Put it out there. This is what we saw. The fact that they are editing things out and not giving you the full actual events, I think is garbage. I think that's a bad move. I understand they're trying to do damage control, but come on, guys. What are we doing? Like, it's behind a paywall, for God's sakes. I mean, maybe they're terrified of losing subscribers, or who the hell knows what it is, but it's just annoying, man.
Super chat.
Smokey, round 3.
Kinda prefer me mushrooms on me steak or those weird trippy ones on a pizza, mate. I'll take coffee and a smoke for me shits. Smiley face emoji.
Well, if you have a good digestive system already, then you're good to go. I don't have a good digestive system. This shit, I'm telling you right now. I drank coffee. I went back to coffee last night because I ran out. I got a new batch in today. But I ran out of it, and I was like, I didn't even like the taste of coffee anymore. And I love coffee. I used to love coffee. And then after a couple of weeks of not having coffee, I prefer this. It's bizarre. Maybe because I like to, like, I was telling Jess today, I feel like I could run through a wall. It's crazy, man. I got so much energy, and I feel like, I don't know, it's weird. So taking a good shit does help. Anyway, thank you, Smokey. Round 3. We got 2 more. We'll open up phone lines later. Let's get into the details, the nitty-gritty of the situation. So Paramount Plus says UFC Freedom 250 reaches 17 million total viewers in U.S. and Latin America on Paramount. Key right there. It says U.S. and Latin America. So those 17 million views were accumulated just in that portion of the world, U.S. and Latin America. The biggest live exclusive event in Paramount Plus history delivers 8.2 average viewers, 8.2 million across unprecedented 7-bout White House card. Okay, so there is the statement from Paramount Plus, and then you got the geniuses on X breaking down the X's and O's, and I'm going to discuss that. But right off the bat, when you read that, you realize, oh, wait, hold on a second. Couple of things, right? Netflix has how many people subscribe to Netflix? I'll get the numbers in a sec. There's so much crap here. Let's see. Can't kids are back from jiu-jitsu. I hope they got their takedowns today. I want to get all the numbers here. Where the fuck are the numbers? I had all this information on a tab, and I X'd out of it by accident. And now I foiled the show. Anyway, long story short, Netflix has a lot more subscribers than Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is still in the middle of building. So, here we go. Let's see. Here's a little bit of a breakdown here. So the average minute audience streaming viewer over 7 bouts, 8.2 million. U.S. 7 million. Latin America 1.2. Viewers reached 17 million. U.S. 15.26. Latin America 1.67. The UFC will announce viewership numbers outside the U.S., Latin America next week, which would make it interesting once we get a global number on what it is, so we can kind of have an idea. Because when it comes to Netflix, they tallied in 17 million globally. Okay, 325. Thank you, 206. So Netflix has 325 million subscribers. What's the number on Paramount in the chat, if anyone has it there? Why am I not into jiu-jitsu? What the fuck are you talking? You spelled jiu-jitsu wrong. How dare you? You talking about Hebrew jitsu? I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I like hitting the bag. By the way, my combination's getting crisp lately. I'm gonna be a savage assassin. But if anyone asked me to throw a kick, I'd be in trouble. Maybe a takedown, combination, blazing speed. But kicks, very bad on the kicks. Got to work on that. But I don't know. I don't like to rolling around with other dudes and shit. I don't know. But I don't say that in front of the kids because the kids love it. Jessie loves it. She'll be competing in October. She's like, they're trying to advance her. Jessie's the wife, in case you're a casual. She is all in, man. She's like super jits girl right now. Okay, where was I? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I want to get the full breakdown. Some guy had a really good breakdown here that I want to explain to you guys, all the numbers and everything, so we can kind of put this to rest. So, but long story short, yes, it was a success. I think it was just a bad move releasing the fragments of the numbers. I think they should have waited before they said, okay, U.S., Latin America, 17 million. I think they should have waited. I mean, what's the rush? Find out the global numbers, then throw it out there, and then say, look, great success. Unless this was done on purpose, which very possible. Is this true? Pacquiao, Mayweather, are they doing this again? Like this is supposed to happen, then it fell apart. Floyd Mayweather is being sued by a boxing promoter. They claim to take cash advance, $4.65 million for upcoming rematch with Manny. Oh, my God. So now there's, oh, my God, dude, what a fucking disaster. That is quite the disaster. Floyd Mayweather, he's going to have a very unhappy ending to his story. We got some alerts here while I'm still digging. We got Mr. J Beers coming in. J Beers, how you doing?
Ah, super chat.
Coming in round 4.
If the White House card was on Netflix, it would have had Super Bowl numbers, no question.
Maybe. I don't know, man. You think? I'm not quite sure. I mean, the marketing would have been a little bit different. You know, the more I think about it, I think it was a pretty big success overall. But Dana kept on saying after the fact that it was too expensive. They're never going to do this again. They keep on repeating the fact. This is too expensive. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. So I don't quite think that it's exactly what they wanted numbers-wise when it comes to U.S. and Latin America. I think they expected a little bit more because when Dana White was talking, he did say globally that it was going to be Super Bowl numbers with the Paramount. Now, who knows? I mean, if there's a miracle, and I mean, if Latin America is 1 point something and it's I don't know, 14 million for the U.S. or so, is the rest of the world going to compensate for the rest of the numbers? I don't know. If it was on CBS, I think CBS would have done it. If they just had it exclusively on CBS, I think the numbers would have been absolutely insane, to be honest. But it's a weird conversation because I think there's two right answers. Like, it was a success, yet I don't think it exactly did what they wanted. Does that make any sense? Like, I think as a UFC fan, great success. The fact that it was in the mainstream, a lot of people are talking about it that don't typically talk about the UFC. But according to the numbers that they're trickling out there, I don't quite think it's what they actually wanted. And that's me being
super super chat.
as unbiased, fair as possible, I should say.
Has to be on free cable to do Super Bowl numbers.
Yeah. Now, maybe if it was on Netflix, possibly. I mean, it would have done better, of course, because of just the bigger subscriber base. I'm very curious to see the global number, to see how much it makes up. But I don't think it's going to be close to Super Bowl numbers.
Let us smile with just our eyes for this high-octane chat and yearn to linger longer.
I see
Still
what
have
you're doing
more
there.
characters. Face in clouds emoji. 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 Face in clouds emoji.
You know, I was
Face
gonna
in
give it to
clouds
you.
emoji. Face in clouds emoji.
I was going to give it to you, but then you did the face and cloud. Thank you. Hey, we opened up the phone lines. We will open up the phone lines towards the end of the stream. Dana said he wasn't doing the Sphere ever again either. True, and he's not going to do it again. He's not doing the Sphere again. No, he's not doing it. The only thing that when it comes to things recently that he's lied about was the BMF belt. He said he would never do that again. He also said he would never let women fight in the UFC. He went back on that. But when it comes to money and how much it costs to put certain events together, it's got to make sense. And the Sphere made no sense in the long run. It was just a cool thing to flex. But at the end of the day, it was a little bit more of a hit than a success. And if you look at the Sphere card, it wasn't a stacked card because they put all their resources into the actual visuals and the logistics of the Sphere. So, yeah, the Sphere is a one and done. The White House will be a one and done as well. And think about this, too. Once you have another president in there, I don't quite know if we're going to have another commander-in-chief that's going to sign off on carnage on the White House lawn. That was a pretty ballsy move by the Trumpster. I don't think there's going to be many presidents that are going to say, yeah, let's go for that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Josh Hokit.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, Uncle Chrome?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Josh. Oh, my God, Josh Hokit. Josh Hokit, you crazy bastard. Netflix 9.3 million U.S. figure was the average minute audience for the three-fight main card, while UFC Freedom 250 averaged 7 million in the U.S. Therefore, on the cleanest available comparison, Netflix beat the White House UFC card by approximately 2.3 million average UFC viewers. Now, with that being said, we're comparing Paramount to Netflix. Netflix is massively bigger. The two 17 million headlines are not equivalent. Yeah, so those numbers, once you start dissecting it, it's apples and oranges. UFC, let's see, Netflix nearly 17 million is peak audience at one point during Rousey Carano. So that's peak audience. Peak audience for, look at this guy's beard. Mikey Joe Fit. Mikey Joe Fit, you got quite the beard, bro.
Super chat.
Fantastic beard you got going in, Mikey Joe Fit.
Nearly half of all U.S. subscribers to Paramount Plus watched. I'd call that a huge success.
That's fair. That is fair. That is a fair point. If you compare the amount of people that are subscribed to Paramount Plus as opposed to Netflix, yeah, I agree. I think it is a success. But you can tell when Dana White did not announce the numbers the night of the fights, when he's just like, I'll let Paramount talk about it, because clearly he had a number, but he's like, I'll let Paramount talk about those numbers. He says they're very happy. It was a little suspect. And the fact that they released this number before the global numbers, like all together, very strange. It's a very, very strange situation. Maybe they're trying to do something to hit us over the head when the global numbers come out. We're going to be like, whoa, that shit, it's crazy. Maybe they're trying to do that. Maybe they're trying to say, hey, let's put out this 17 million number. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, they hit you over the head with this global number. It's like, whoa, and then Dana gets out this. He's like, oh, so you don't believe everything you read, this and that. Possibly. They could possibly be doing that. UFC's nearly 17 million was total reach across the U.S. and Latin America. People who have watched at least some portion of the broadcast, the UFC events actually average across those two territories was 8.2 million, 7 million in the U.S., 1.2 Latinos. Let's see. Paramount did not disclose a peak concurrent. That's a curious thing, too. Like, what's the peak concurrent average minute audience? 17 million cannot be compared to Netflix 17 million. Okay. 7 million average viewers in the U.S., 8.2 million average viewers across U.S. and Latin America. Netflix U.S. average 9.3, Paramount averaged 7. So, yeah, if you compare both platforms, it's a little too close for the giant size difference in subscribers. So, yeah, I think ultimately this thing was a success. We got Giuliano. We got a new top dog over here. Look at this. It's not playing his alert, though. What the fuck? What did he say? Yeah, you got to be careful. Whatever the hell, if it's so ridiculous. But let me make you the top dog. I'll read it out. It's if it's like remotely controversial or anything like that, for some reason it gets like flagged. Top dog. Hey, top dog. It's like all this freaking. It won't even let me. So annoying, man. It won't even let me play it. Why? Yeah, it won't let me play it. Let me see.
Super chat.
Okay. All right. Anyway, it says, if you think how much just the whereabouts of the president are relevant to so many international circles, it makes sense that Trump's all about the circus act and making people kiss the ring. Yeah, listen, Trump's a fucking full-blown narcissist, right? If you think about it.
Super chat.
I don't know why it's not playing it. And he likes the attention. He likes to say, look what I did. You know, look at me, look at me. Yeah, we know this already. But if it wasn't for him in office in this situation, we would have never seen anything like this. I think it was kind of necessary, to be honest, as a UFC fan. Now, maybe not as a just regular person. You know, they look at that, they're like, okay, a circus on the White House. Although the Knicks were there today. The Knicks were on the lawn. I don't see everyone flipping out about that. It would have been funny if one of the Knicks is like, Melania's a man. I mean, it would have been funny. That would have been crazy. But we didn't get that, unfortunately. I think this is the world we live in. We live in the world of social media, clicks, views, the whole thing. It's a popularity contest. And I look at it as Saturday was fun. I just had a great time. Saturday, I had a fucking blast. And I had one of the most fun times I've ever had. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be the biggest viewed stream we would have. I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be the biggest, even though the numbers were good, it felt great. It felt massive at the time. It felt like a piece of history, but it didn't feel like some of these other events when we're hitting a million views and the hardcore fucking fight fans are going. It was an influx of casual and hardcore fans together just celebrating America. So it was like a hybrid situation that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed it. Oh, Smokey just took out Giuliano as a top fucking dog.
Chat.
He says
J Beers, long drum emoji, maracas emoji, 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 algorithm set, J, clinking beer mugs emoji, love you gesture emoji, face in clouds emoji, dragon emoji, trophy emoji.
Thank you, Smokey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. If you did not watch The Gummy Gang last night, you have no idea what that's about. Go watch The Gummy Gang, and you'll know exactly what he's talking about there. Thank you very much, Smeegs. You are now the top fucking dog with $11 donation. If you're just jumping in, we're discussing the situation of the White House card that happened. The numbers were released. 17 million, they're saying, and we're discussing, was it a flop or not? We got the poll in the chat. 85% saying no. It's fine. It's fine. I think as a fan, I don't believe it's a flop, but I think, I'm going to say this. For the business, I think it might have been not a flop, but not the best outcome that they wanted. Is that fair to say? Renee, put your name in the Discord DMs. I was going to send your stuff out today, the wristbands and stuff for Holes Fest, but I don't know if I should put Renee Diggler on the address. So tell me the name, not in the chat, but in the Discord, and I will send that out mañana. High Octane J Beers. That's right. Definitely watch last night's Gummy Gang. I tell you, man, that was a lot of fun. It gave some lore to the community, the importance of the community to the channel. Very, very important stream on Gummy Gang last night. Alrighty, let's do. Alex already back. They should have put on CBS. Yeah, I think it probably would have been a better move. The first two fights, CBS, and then yanked it, pulled the cord, pulled the string. Or did they do any pre-show? Does anyone know? Because I didn't watch on CBS at all. Did they do any pre-show on network television where they talking about the White House card and then cut it to say go to Paramount Plus? I watched everything off of Paramount Plus, but let me know in the chat. Did CBS do anything to lead up to it, or was it just straight up Paramount Plus? Because that is a misplay. Yeah, I DM'd someone and said we're creating a monster. It's not a gift to Americans to out it behind a paywall. What? To out it behind a paywall or have it behind a paywall? Is that what you're saying? It's not a gift to Americans to have it behind a paywall. I mean, I guess, yeah. But think about it. We're living a day and age where everyone's streaming now. I mean, not many people have rabbit ears or traditional cable. Like, a lot of people just have subscriptions and shit like that. So it did seem like it's weird because even I think what they did was they tried to get as many subscriptions as possible for Paramount. The UFC ate the money and said, let's just give them their subscriptions, as many as we could possibly give them. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but it was a gift to me, man. I thought it was great. New fans were not going to pay for that. You didn't think so, huh? So you don't think new fans were into that? Okay. I hope you blew numbers in the morning. Wait, I hope you blew numbers in the morning on the way to work when they pulled you over. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, Kevin's alive. That's good. Crazy KO, how you doing? Who you got winning, Ian versus Islam? I'm picking Islam. I've been high on Ian. I've picked him pretty much the whole way to this point in his fights. I think he's got his fight IQ is pretty insane. Put aside the cucking and all that stuff, I think Ian's really solid and could stop the takedowns. But I was watching a video of him. I like to watch these training videos. I know it's in the gym and it's a lot different than inside the octagon under the big lights. But I saw a featherweight manhandle Ian Garry. And if I don't care if it's training or if it's on the street or if you're playing in your living room. It's almost reminded me when I watched Colby Covington and George Masvidal horsing around on a New Year's Eve night drunk in their living room. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but I literally based my pick to pick Colby Covington just because of that wrestling exchange on the living room floor with those two drunk. And it worked out. And when I was watching this video of this featherweight fuck around with Garry, I can't help but think that Islam's going to do the same. So I would have to go with Makhachev. Makhachev for the win. I know. I know what you're thinking. But it is the year of the upset. A lot of people. But it's the year of the American upset. I think people are forgetting this. Like, people are like, oh, it's the year of the upset. Nope, it's the year of the American upset. Americans, as the dogs in 2026, are standing up and doing their thing. Everyone else, I don't know. You got to go with the underdog, bro. It's the year of the underdog. See, this is what I'm saying. You guys, it's different. It's different. It's different. Year of the American upsets, guys. Come on. This is the year of America. We had the Freedom 250 card. We got the Justin Gaethje won. This is not the year of the upset. Retarded Americans getting the job done. Sean Strickland. How the hell did that happen? Crazy. Now people, dude, I saw a video. Actually, I'll play it on here. Let me go through some of the news, because I do want to get to the phone calls. But I saw a video of Kamaru Usman talking about how I just saw the caption, but him saying he's putting Gaethje higher than Khabib. I did say that Islam is going to eclipse Khabib. People are going to forget about Khabib as time goes on because he did retire too early. But now when you got talks of Justin Gaethje, a guy that lost to him, eclipsing Khabib, this is why Khabib should have stuck around a little bit longer. I understand why Gaethje should retire now, but Khabib retiring at the point that he retired at, he kind of shot himself in the foot for legacy. What if Ian and Conor win? Will they fight? Nah, those two won't fight. That'd be nuts, though, right? That would be like Luke Skywalker fighting Darth Vader. Had the UFC at the White House. No way Garry gets it done. Yeah, listen, I'm you guys know, like, if you've been watching this channel, I've been heavy on the Garry, man. I've been saying Gary's gonna win. Gary's gonna win. I think Gary's great, but this fight, I'm going against him. Alexander Topuria via Instagram. The chapter is over. The story continues. Okay, interesting. So we spoke about that Pacquiao thing. Let's scroll through this here. So there's an event going down this weekend. We can get into that as well on get your goat milk picks in, MMA-Holes.tv. By the way, hit the like on the stream if you haven't done so yet. If Islam loses, does he go back to lightweight or stay at welterweight? That's a good question. I don't know if he can get back. I feel like once these guys go up, like Alex going up to heavyweight, I mean, maybe that's a little different. But I don't know. Is Islam going to want to go back? Like, Volk did go back down. Islam seems pretty big, pretty solid. Now he's cozy here. I don't know if he's going to want to go down. I tell you what, Islam, he might retire. He's been flirting with the idea of retiring too. I think Islam might just have 2 fights left in him. If he gets smashed by Garry or embarrassed by Garry, maybe he retires. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to go down, to be honest. I think the only way you get Islam to go down or something is if Conor McGregor gets something done. Conor's like this weird mystical piece of the puzzle for red panty nights for these guys. Like if he could beat Max Holloway, the UFC will make up some circus story to push Conor into some money fight with somebody. So you never know. When money's involved, never say never, you know? I'm going to start back drinking 99 days after being sober to honor Khabib's legacy. Okay, let me know how that goes. I'm sure that's going to be a happy ending. Okay, Mayweather facing lawsuit. Hope Pacquiao cleans him out. Here's Max Holloway on beach with his beautiful. This is what I'm saying, guys. Listen, if you want to upgrade the missus, sometimes you got to upgrade it. You know, this is what. Sometimes you got to go back to the dealership and upgrade. Max Holloway. Look at this. Look at Mini Blessed. Mini Blessed is almost the same size as Max now. What a beautiful family. Look at this. In Hawaii, living the life. Max looking like he's in pretty good shape. It's a shame that Conor's going to put him in a coma. It's a shame. They have such a beautiful family. Can someone... I'm afraid to look at the comments. Can someone superimpose Conor in there in the meme section right now? And I'll put a response here. If someone... On our Discord meme section, if someone could take out Max and put Conor there, just give me it. And then we will... I'm curious if someone beat us to it. Let's see. Oh, there's Conor, but if someone can... Let me know in Discord. Let me know in Discord if you guys watch Roll. When you upgrade... I did the upgrade already. I did my final upgrade. Does Mini Bless train like Alex's kids? It's a good question. Alex's kids, yeah, they got the same movement. Me and Jesse are having a debate. I want to get a golf cart to trot around the neighborhood like an old man. And she's like, I'm not driving that fucking thing. Put Conor giving Max bunny ears. Don't know what that means. Why did it look like his wife fucked John Redcorn?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Vinicius Oliveira. Wait, did you say who the fuck is Vinicius? Actually, Vinicius look like dog shit lately. Who's he fighting this weekend? They probably set him up for a win. He's due for a win, that guy. I know it was a few days ago, man. Conor really is one of a kind. When talking, that dude's aura is serious. Dude, he is so funny. He seems weird now. It's weird to see this final form of Conor. Hopefully this is the final form. I don't know if we can handle any other versions of Conor, but it is funny. Like, there's something about the guy that you kind of have to listen, whether you hate or you like him. Like, I feel like there's something about it. He's like a car crash. He still has some wit to him. And that interview with, what the fuck, Melsick, what happened to this guy's head? Ooh, Feely versus Oliveira. Oh, shit. How old's Touchy now? 35, 30? Vinicius sucks, man. This dude, he turned into a tomato can. Batista beat the fuck out of him in that fight. I mean, he did beat Kyle Phillips, Nurmagomedov, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on this guy. Although, Feely's getting older. Damn. Which way am I going to go? I can't pick Vinicius. I don't know. Maybe I am going to pick him. This might be a... I don't fucking know. Feely's, he shocks you. Every once in a while, he looks good, and then he looks like dog shit. Who the hell knows? Which way you guys going? Man, I don't want to pick Vinicius because I feel like it'd be such a casual if I did it. Touchy, you picking Touchy? How is Hokit racist? 1,000 swords. I don't know. People calling Hokit racist might be like they're using the R word racist. I'm using the R word retarded. That's what I'm using on them. Mystic Mac gonna pull it off somehow, dude. Somehow he will win. Mark my words. Easy. This could be an easy win for Mystic Mac. Max is just holding. He's just showing up for a red panty night. That's all he's doing. He's just showing up for the red panty night. Freedom 250 at White House. 7 million average viewers. That's pretty good though. 7 million average is pretty solid, considering how small the platform is. That's actually pretty good. Average is pretty solid. Okay, what's this? What?
Wonderful.
I don't know what that is. We're just gonna move on. Let's see what Vinicius says here in the lead up.
My training is 100%. I don't need to suffer.
What's with some of these guys looking like Jar Jar Binks? What's that about? I don't like that. I want to see McGregor use the titanium shin bone. Yeah, I hope so. I hope he knocks Max's head right off with it like a baseball bat with that titanium shin bone. Kind of going to gas out. Oh my God, the casual comments are crazy.
For a lot, like all my fights in UFC, so I feel better. As you can see, I'm in shape. Look at my physique. I'm great.
How do we see your physique? You're in a t-shirt.
Better than ever. I'm gonna win for sure.
Dude thinks he's wearing a transparent t-shirt.
Lose 23, 24 kilos to fight.
Misa, you saw get win.
In 2 months is really tough. But now I don't need to lose too much like that. Of course, I need to lose some, some, but not too much. So I can eat more, but of course, healthy.
He even talks like him. It's crazy. All right, thank you. My wife's a Pokemon fan. This is Sean Strickland. Asked me, did you ever watch as a kid? Damn, I'm getting old, man. Because the Pokemon fans came after my generation. I didn't even know what the fuck a Pokemon was. Now my kids like Pokemon. No wife. My brother would have shamed me, possibly beat me up. Her follow-up was, Pokemon was bad, but porn was okay. What the hell is wrong with your family? Where to start, wife?
Wonderful.
I don't know why Sean's got to work on his stand-up. He's going to work on it a little bit. Ryan Garcia chimes in. Wasn't he yapping to Ilia?
First of all, okay,
I got to say this, man. Boxers need to shut the fuck up. I respect boxing, especially now that I'm a wizard on the heavy bag outside. You know, I'm a wizard. The neighbors hit me. Like they hear it outside. They're like, oh my God, there must be a trained killer next door. So I get it. The sweet science, blah, blah, blah. But they got to shut the fuck up when they talk about these MMA fighters. If Ryan Garcia stepped inside an octagon with Ilia and all things are a go, Ryan Garcia would literally throw one punch, eat a fucking head kick, be snoring on the fucking mat.
the UFC thing, with Alex Pereira, man, you should never, ever, ever elbow somebody in the back of the head.
Vince, I got some hands, man. It's crazy. I hit it. I'm like, what the fuck? Now, granted, it's not moving. The heavy bag's not hitting back either. But I tell you what, if I have a stable person, like if I tie my opponent up, if I wrap them in bungee cords and glue their feet to the ground, I could beat the fuck out of them.
The referee should get definitely some type of punishment for and Ilia. I told you, pride comes before the fall. He was too cocky. He overlooked his opponent crazy, and he got humbled. And that's simple how it is. I think he's the better fighter than Gaethje, but he decided to let his pride get in before him. He thought.
Isn't it great when professional athletes say the same fucking thing that we're all saying? We all know this, dude. We all know this. My fucking 5-year-old daughter knows this. Like he's talking into the camera, telling us. We all fucking know this, bro.
Thought he was beating me. He thought he was beating Terrence Crawford. He thought he could fight. I think he even said something about Canelo at one point, that he could maybe box him one day or
that's a little crazy.
Something like that. I mean, this guy's head was out of this world. I mean, he was going crazy after everybody, and that's the truth.
Shut up. Here's an alien. You know, they said they were going to release the alien files. They said they were going to release the alien files. And they have. Here he is. Our first sign of alien life form.
Aw, super
Here it is.
chat.
Fighting on Saturday's card.
What sports did you play most in life?
Hockey. I gave my daughter my championship. I was a champion. I was a champion hockey player. I gave my daughter the championship trophy. She's cherishing it until she gets old enough to know that means absolutely nothing. But right now, it's like the holy grail for her. She's walking around. She has it in her arms. She has it on her lap at the dinner table. And when people come over, she pulls it up very so slowly. She's like, "Look at this. Look what Daddy gave me." Like it's the fucking Stanley Cup. J Beers, J Beers, I bet you can't even throw a football. What the fuck are you talking about? I bet you can't even throw a football. But yeah, she's loving that thing. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad I saved that thing. Someone gives a shit about it. So what if it was from the 90s?
Yeah, out there in Seattle, felt like more of a tester fight.
Imagine J Beers throwing a football. Could you imagine what that looks like? J Beers, when you call in tonight, I want you to grab a football and I want to see you throw it. And if you can complete throwing this football, a tight spiral across your yard, I will pull back. But if I do not see this tonight on the MMA-Holes when I open phone lines, you have a chance, J Beers. I know you're into football. I know you like to watch sports. I want a linebacker and wide receiver, so you can't throw a football. I'm correct. Those are positions that don't know how to throw a football. I want to see you throw a tight spiral across the yard. Okay? Maybe get the wife across the yard, put a mask on her so no one can see who she is, right? Or maybe contact the neighbor, say, listen, we got something to do here. I want to see you throw one tight spiral. Not like Conor McGregor. I don't want to see no duck going across. I want to see a tight spiral. And if you could complete that pass, I will pull back. You're actually really good? Okay. All right, all right, guys, tune in. Stick around. When we open up the phone lines, J Beers is going to throw a tight spiral. Practice in the backyard right now. I'll give you a second. We'll open up the phone lines. This is going to be a treat. I was a forward. I played winger. Yeah. It was fun. You can't outthrow me. Can't outthrow me. No fucking way. Dude, I would throw it so fucking far. So it would go blocks. I want to see that tight spiral. There's no way you played football, dude. What? Jews play football? Come on. What the hell?
Fight for me to begin the year.
What? Would you play Nickelback?
Sort of just see how the body's feeling, see how I'm performing when I'm actually...
Wait, would you play quarterback?
In there going live, and yeah, it felt really good, and I really doubled down on all the gains that I made earlier this year, going straight into camp again, and that's why I know like my body's super strong and fit.
Nick knock nork Nick Mick Mac Nork Nick Mac Nork
and sharp ahead of this fight, and that's what I'm most excited about. This fight just makes sense, man. For
Nick
in the UFC, and most of the guys I've beaten are all kind of like similar to me, like newer sort of prospect kind of style fighters, but Eon's like what I would consider like a household UFC name, and yeah, he's probably like my first real like, you know, proper tested UFC opponent. So you know, despite being really good and showing good skills, all of that doesn't really hold much value unless we're able to.
He does look like an alien, though. Did you guys get what he said there? We have proof that there's life outside of this world, and this person will be fighting come Saturday. You picking the alien? Hitting you with the Uncle Rico? Yeah, I don't understand. Like, you could tell that this guy's not married, right? Or has a girlfriend. You can tell. You can tell by their sunglasses. It's very simple. You could find out very quickly. Or if their wife hates them. Either their wife hates them, they don't have a missus. You could tell by their sunglasses. Like, if they're walking around with this on their head. I'll give you an example. There's someone in my family, I'm not going to say who it is, but clearly his wife hates him because the sunglasses that he wears. I'm not going to release who it is, the information, but I wouldn't do that to him. But guys, get a second opinion before you put the shades on. Get a second opinion. Get glasses that fit your head. By the way, this guy's indoors, so that might actually be his eyes. All right. Manel Kape, main event. This guy thinks he's in the Matrix over here. This guy he's got the Neo going.
Amazing. It's been doing the same thing what I've been doing the last camp, you know.
Pale Monkey, you still on your period today? What's going on?
Take care of my body, working hard, but this time
Pale Monkey's been on his period the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. Never did anything wrong to Pale Monkey. He must be bleeding from his vagina. I have no idea what's going on. He's been very edgy. Every time I look in the chat, he's like saying this and that. I don't know what's going on.
Take more times off, you know, because sometimes just training, and when you are in a fight camp and you miss some training, you think, oh, I probably missed training.
I don't know who I'm picking in this one. I want to pick Horiguchi because I can't stand Mini Adesanya over here, but he's looked pretty good. And when you hear Eric Nixick talk about this dude, and he says the whole gym stops. The whole gym stops when this guy is like sparring. What are you guys picking in this one? I still want to pick Horiguchi. I know this is the rematch.
I'm probably not that good, but I've been taking times off, and this being helped me a lot to do this. Of course, I would love.
I'm not talking about Conor, Pell. I'm not talking. You're bringing him up. Why the biggest haters? Why the biggest? I wasn't even talking about Conor. Look at this guy. He says the biggest fluffer. I didn't even bring up Conor. The biggest haters are always talking about this guy. That's why I'm hyped, man. International Fight Week, it's gonna be crazy. You guys can't get enough of him. I know what's going on. I think the biggest haters of Conor love him more than me, which is almost impossible, right? Because I'm madly in love with Conor McGregor. It's unbelievable. I never thought I could outlove Conor.
Love to get to the title fight, you know, but
Pale's just trying to come back from the fact that the White House card was actually good. He's still trying to recover.
Looks like
I love you, Pale.
Their plans was another, you know. The third one's supposed to be me. You know?
Kind of there's another one in the chat. I know what you guys are doing. You're trying to get me to mention your names. Try to be controversial so the AI would talk about you. I'm on to you, motherfuckers. Let's get the host attention. Let's get the King of the Dragons attention right now. Let's take some shots at him so he talks about you guys. This way the AI can talk about you guys. Listen. I know exactly what you guys are doing. I'm on to you guys. You call in tonight. You bring that energy.
You know, big statement, big KO against a guy that beats the challenger. You know, I beat the guy that beat the former champion Brand Moreno and beat the challenger title. So I think that there is no more, you know.
Hey, Manel Kape, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to give me a reason not to watch the fights on Saturday, okay? You got that?
Like, there is no more proofs to show that I was supposed to be the next on the line. But they bet on the wrong dog, you know. They want this market so much, Asian market, but one thing I say, if they want to go there, they have to be through me. Like, all the flowers to him, big respect. It was 9 years ago, it's a long time, you know, with different fighters, different environments, different resource, things that I didn't have before. Long time I didn't have that kind of resource he had already in that time, you know. Like I say many times, I'm going to repeat, I was...
Wonderful, wonderful.
How do we go from the White House card to this? Like, come Saturday, how many people are going to watch Saturday? Or are you going to take a week off? Let me know. How many people are actually going to watch the event that's going down Saturday? It's like we go from this. We're like on top of the world. There's eagles flying. The ceremonial weigh-ins are crazy. The press conference, Josh Hokit stealing the show. People, I love him. I hate him. The fights, 7 knockouts. And then all of a sudden, boom, back to reality. On a fight night, wow, Christian Rodriguez is up high, huh? What the hell? That's actually a pretty good fight. The card's not bad. Navajo Sterling, the Alien versus Kudilaba, co-main event. It's actually pretty good. It just feels like we're just taking a nosedive in hype. Borjas versus Lima, okay. Mosquito's fighting again. Mitch Raposo, he's still on the roster? This guy, how's he still on the... What, Mitch Raposo? This guy was like undefeated, and then he got to the UFC and everything fell apart. Yeah, he got to the Contender Series, lost. Padded the stats, Cage Titans. Came back to the UFC, 2 losses, and finally got a win. But squeezed out a decision. I mean, he's a mask guy. I'll give him a pass. Nascimento Raposo. Can Raposo go 2 in a row? All right, so a slow start to this card. How many are on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's a quick one. It's a quickie. Okay. I mean, it's not a terrible fight night, but yeah, coming from the White House card, boy, what a drop. Here's Sean O'Malley.
I made a couple short jokes, but
JB, is you practicing that tight spiral?
But it's like, what are you gonna do? He's made fun of me.
Short, like.
He's made fun of me. He said I got ugly tattoos. It's like when the truth hurts, sometimes you suck it up. But his brother didn't look at me. I shook all of his team's hand, you know, acknowledged. But his brother did not look at me. Wouldn't look at me at all. Doesn't like.
I saw him filming when you were hitting pads, though. I saw him filming when you were hitting pads. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw them filming me a few times when I was warming up.
I do think he was filming Ilia getting his hands wrapped.
I got to give some respect to Jeffrey in the chat. I think Jeffrey doesn't get enough love because he's getting like lost in the mix because he's not a member in the chat. But you got to give Jeffrey some love. Jeffrey's very consistent. He has comments like this. Kape is better when he calls people fags, like in that one post fight interview. That's what I'm saying. You got to give a little more respect to Jeffrey James. He's a silent but deadly chatter. You notice this? He's consistent. I always see him in there. I don't know where he is in the top chatters. But he kind of gets lost in the shuffle because, you know, you got a lot of those greens out there, which I very much appreciate. Someone's got to get Jeffrey a membership. I see you there, Jeff. I see you, Jeff. I salute you.
Wrapped, but he had you in it.
There's a couple times I went, I made a couple short jokes, but it's like, what are you gonna do? He's made fun of me.
Short, like.
He's made fun of me. He said I got ugly tattoos. It's like
the Makhachev. We saw the picture of the family. This is an old video of Gaethje. Just Gaethje being cool. Gaethje being chill before he was a champion. Some guy just ran into him. They reposted this, but this is when he wasn't the undisputed.
Love you, bro. Yeah. Just get a pose real quick. Huh? Yeah. What did he say? Hey, where's the Ferrari?
I got this.
I know, this is better. I know, but you won one.
Imagine you go to Pump Your Gas and you see the this possum. The UFC lightweight champion of the world, possum.
Oh, you got the money?
Yeah.
I thought you won the Ferrari.
I won the Ferrari, but there was a money option, so I took the money.
Oh, you took the... Okay, shit, I would have done the same.
Yeah,
Fuck the Ferrari.
Take the money, make some money. If I want to buy a Ferrari, I'll buy a Ferrari.
Oh, yeah, you got that. Yeah.
He does seem cool, though. He seems like a cool dude. Like, I goof on him, but he seems pretty cool. Here's Alex Pereira. They're still at the gym. They're still coping. It's been 17 weeks since the fight. Alex Pereira is still coping. His fans still coping. It's like it's an insufferable thing that's going on. Alex Pereira posed funny skit about back of the head shots. Let's see how funny this is.
Dois sentidos aqui, ó. Aqui vem caindo. Você pode bater, pode bater. Aqui, ó. Aí vai batendo aí, pode bater aí. Peraí. Aí, ó, pode bater. Vai lá.
Wonderful.
Okay, I said before the fight you're going to be in hell, and that's where he was. He sure was. Gaethje was right about that. Here's Conor McGregor's new shoes. I know it's going to piss people off. He's got brand new shoes with lights on them. Not sure why we care about that. We'll move on. How much are those shoes? $20K Air Mags? The fuck? $20,000 for shoes? Sneakers? Dude, I don't even want to pay $20 for sneakers. You love to use some. I've eaten a cricket. Have you ever eaten a chocolate-covered cricket? I've actually done that. If you Americans could understand what he's saying, LOL, great skit. I'm sure. Justin Gaethje breakdown how to beat Ilia Topuria. One word describes it all. Timing. He did have and Ilia walked right into his knuckles. That was a good game plan. I was able to reset his feet every 1 to 2 seconds. 1 to 2 seconds. I fought a perfect fight. He was completely caught off guard. I said when he got to round 2 or 3, you're going to be in hell. Well, round 3, yeah. Round 2, Justin was in hell. But, yeah, I tell you what, I got to give Jesse props from Mexican martial arts. Not only did he pick Gaethje, but he did say, like, the way Topuria throws his combinations, he always finishes the combo. Like, he walks forward, and he just, no matter what, he's got to complete the combination. Even if the combination is a fail, Topuria just he's got to roll through the combo. And Gaethje was able to avoid and slip in that uppercut nicely and just rop on his face. And Ilia Topuria became a punching bag. He ate a lot of shots, and Ilia had that success in that second round. But once Gaethje got survived, dude, it was a wrap, man. Gaethje got hit with shots, no problems. But Topuria, I tell you, man, he's got to tighten some shit up there, because you could tell this guy's a savage. He moves forward, he makes it interesting, but you can't get hit like that. You can't get hit like that. So fair play to for Jesse. That was a pretty good analysis. There's so many memes of Topuria. I would just completely hide under a rock if I was him. Here's Horiguchi. I really hope Horiguchi wins. I'll focus on mixing it up and using everything. Dude, this main event's solid. Not this one. This one here, Horiguchi versus Kape, whatever you want to say. The rematch. This is a good one, man. Kape is younger, 32 to 35. Horiguchi's look great, though. Let's see. Let's look at both of their resumes real quick. Horiguchi, listen, no contest, 23. His last loss. This is kind of rough, huh? Patchy mix. Ouch. And Sergio Pettis, not terrible. Sergio's had some pretty solid moments. Patchy was in 2022. What the hell happened to Patchy Mix? Then went on a roll. The Ryzen, Bellator, back to Ryzen, into the UFC. Yeah, Horiguchi's been around for a minute. 36-5-0. That's a pretty impressive resume. That Albazi that he beat, that guy was such a hype train. I actually bought into it when Albazi first came in. I thought Albazi was going to be pretty decent, but he's been complete shitbag. I tell you, it's not going to be easy for Horiguchi. Kop's last loss was to Makhachev, which was that complete clusterfuck where they got rid of Muhammad. It was a shit fight, terrible fight. But going the distance with Makhachev, I mean, Makhachev's a G. Then before that, Nicolau. Damn. Ode, Zalgis, Dvorak, Dos Santos. Let's see. Bruno Silva, Alimbayev, and Royval's win. A knockout first round. Pretty fucking impressive. Wow, this could be a good fight. This is a solid main event. Really solid, especially for a fight night back at the Apex. It's a good one. 1,000 swords.
Wonderful.
Thank you, 1,000 swords for the 2.
Guys, I'm a little bitchy right now. I didn't get my balloon knot stretched out by my boyfriend Tyrone this morning, so forgive my attitude.
Whoa.
Neat fact, I got on name by how many I can fit in my ass and my mouth. But they weren't swords, if you queens get me.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, I hope everything gets better for you. 1,000 swords. Huh. I don't know how to respond to that. 6'7". Maybe all that jazz about Justin's bone density might be true. He does hurt almost everyone he fights. He does, yeah. He's got what they say. How do I say this? What's the politically correct way of saying this? Retard strength, right? Here's John Jones. Thinking that you have the work ethic, the desire, the faith, and the focus to dethrone me as the GOAT of MMA. Good luck. I'm getting sick of John. Like, just fight. Just come back, man. Like, what are we doing? I don't know. I just can't take it I can't take it serious. Who's this guy? What's this guy talking about? Frank Warren.
Simon think that Dana White will be front and center.
They hate each other.
When the two fight.
Do I think Turkey Al-Sheikh's money will make Dana White have a voice in this conversation? Yes, I do.
All right.
But I think it's incidental.
I see.
Can I just also, and again, it's something we've...
Can you please pass me some tea?
Sort of mentioned to you on the program many times. We have an
Sorry, that was terrible.
exclusive contracts with DAZN for our UK fights. That's where we are. We have an exclusive with them. And as far as the next fight's concerned, Tyson's fight with Joshua, that will be on Netflix. And that's the position. So if the fight was in the UK and it's on Netflix, we couldn't promote it anyway. We're not in there. So, and it's the same with Eddie Hearns in the same position.
Dude, they're all squirming, man. All these promoters Dana's got them all shook, man. Dana teaming up with Turkey's got them all fucking rattled. It's so crazy, man. What is going on? Justin Gaethje's coach knew something everyone else didn't. Okay. The arrogance of that. Ilia is going in there and celebrating the night before. Okay, Captain Obvious over here. Let's see. McGregor Gaethje. I'm sure with Gaethje getting that title, I'm sure he's going to sit back and watch how Holloway plays out. I am positive. The question is, can Conor hit 155 again? I think that's the big question. Let me beat you to the punch. Maybe if I suck it out of him, is that where you're going to go?
Wonderful, wonderful.
What else does Apollo own? Let's see. Yahoo, blah, blah, blah. Gaethje on how to beat Ilia Topuria.
You pound.
What?
Fuck, yeah, Gaethje. You pound people's faces. I mean, you You pound people's faces, bro.
Who said that? What? Who the fuck said that? What the hell kind of show is this? What is it? What kind of shit? It's not a family show. What is this? What?
I mean, you people's faces, bro. You pound people's faces, bro. I mean, you absolutely dismantle people's.
You see him trying to do a little damage control there. He's like, I mean, the fuck is he talking about? Pat McAfee. What's going on, bro? What's going on over there, Pat? You pound people's faces?
You pound, yeah, Gaethje. You pound people's faces, bro.
What do you have to say now? What do you have to say now?
I mean, you absolutely dismantle people's faces, and
yeah, one word describes it all, and it's timing. And the more you watch the sport, the more you can maybe grasp the concept of that. But creating angles, but sending direct lines of energy.
Like, you hear how Gaethje talks? He's got that like retard slur and everything. Like he checks all the boxes. I think he's like high functional Down syndrome, to be honest with you. And I'm not a doctor, so I don't know for sure. But if you look at Gaethje, I think he's like a special needs person, but that can function in society, right? So it's like somehow he beat, like he, you know, does this make any sense? Like, look at him.
Through in straight line.
Right? He looks like, remember I saw Glass back in the days? It does feel like that he somehow has Down syndrome, but is able to talk like he's normal, right? He doesn't have it, but he fights like he has Down syndrome, right? And he has retard strength. So there's something, he's got to be studied.
Lines through their body and through their face. When you see my face and it's not messed up, you're like, oh, something's wrong.
And I'm not even kidding around anymore. Like, I'm being dead serious. I think there might be something to this.
The skin, it's really not that. It's if you watch frame by frame when he's like, I am constantly dissipating the.
Well, think about it. He can't hold down a relationship or anything like that. Like, once he starts dating people, he might just revert. It's like drooling on himself and stuff, and like, I don't know, like, you know, like he might just fucking lose it. But then he snaps out of it. The reason why he fights so much is it keeps him kind of normal. I don't know, man. I think there's something to this. I'm sure I'm going to catch a lot of heat for saying this, but I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. You know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Gaethje. What's happening here?
The energy that he's trying to send in straight lines, and they're all coming off and glancing off of my body, and that is the timing that I have.
He could be the first Downs champion we've ever had, right? So he's an American champion. He's the first Downs champion. He's the first champion after 2 interim straps to unify. I mean, he's accomplished a lot Saturday. The greatest walkout of all time. You might have to put him on Mount Rushmore or Mount Retarded More. You might have.
I've said it. If you go back to my early interviews, my A to B is unmatched. And when I can lock in and be cerebral, then, you know, and I'm in danger, then my body does crazy things and I'm able to be so
listen to the way he talks.
Technical and intuitive and cerebral with my
listen to how he says cerebral. He's like cerebral
actions and emotions.
He says cerebral. Listen to him.
Cerebral with my actions and my emotions. It's happening so fast. We're like computers processing codes, and he
doesn't even know. Like Pat McAfee's face. He's like, what is this retard saying? Look at Pat McAfee. He's like, what the fuck? I was just talking about pounding face, and this guy.
Constantly making adjustments. And what really happened, I was able to reset his feet every 1 to 2 seconds. I was very diligent about it, and I fought a perfect fight. He was completely caught off guard. He was not expecting it. You know, that obviously is another part of this whole game is the expectations. I've said it.
Has anyone seen his baseball? Frank and Beans? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, man. He's a unique guy. You can't deny that.
Many times I don't go in with the expectations, so that way I can never, you know, be surprised.
Look at our American champions. We got Kayla Harrison, she's interesting. You look at her, you're like, okay, that's unique. Sean Strickland, well, he's quite interesting, right? Sean Strickland, it's another one. He's pretty unique. He's pretty special. Where is it? Give me a second. Give me 1 second. He's pretty special. You know? What the hell? What's up with the American champs? Let's move on. One FC, what's this? One championship. I'm actually doing this tomorrow morning. In the first half of 2026, One has held 26 events, 25 of which have been held at Lumpinee Boxing Stadium. I think tomorrow morning is that, right? And only 50 of their bouts this year have been MMA matches. Okay. It was only a few years ago that they were boasting of $1 billion value and a duopoly in MMA. What does this say here? I know, yeah, they're shifting away. There's one MMA bout tomorrow morning, and mostly Muay Thai, a little kickboxing. Fight fans, get ready. One championship will return in 2026 with 72 events and refreshed athlete rankings. Read more. Wait, are they taking a break? What's going on? I mean, they've been going every weekend. What's going on? Are they taking a break? This is Inner Circle, which I don't watch the Inner Circle. That's behind a paywall. You guys probably don't give a shit. This is more about me. I give a shit because I like one, but I'm curious. I hope they don't completely axe the MMA stuff, man. You see, he's saying, is that Canelo? Canleo's girl? Diamond was huge. Who the hell? Javius, what are you even talking about? What are you doing for Faf at all? I might, I'm probably going to do Fuqua Friday. I'll be exhausted, but I'll do the morning and I'll run a Fuqua Friday tomorrow on Gummy Gang. I'll probably do that. But, I'll be exhausted, but I'll run it. It's been a minute. So, let's go for that. There's Gaethje's walkout. So, for those of you who haven't seen Gaethje's walkout, just go on X. Jamal Hill wants to fight Hokit. He wants to go to heavyweight now. We spoke about that. Ben Asker, Road to Raf vlog. Oh, God. I don't know if this is necessary, to be honest.
I'm a get back guy. Get back.
Yeah, I don't know if this is something I want to see. So, Las Vegas is, wow. Damn, they're going to do this in Vegas. Fury, Joshua, and Netflix will be in Vegas. That is crazy, man. We're going to have the two Brits throw down in the States, Las Vegas, Nevada, on Netflix. This is going to be massive. This is going to be huge. You guys, anyone hyped about this? I know we're the MMA-Holes, and of course we're going to cover this because I like the numbers. And I like Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua took out Jake Paul. You got to be happy about that, right? No Friday Muay Thai. I'm doing Friday Muay Thai. I'm trying to watch all the games. James, you don't have to watch all the games. There's a thing called like social media. You can just scroll through and look at the scores. You don't have to watch them all in real time. I can see JB, you're sitting there with like 17 TVs watching like international water polo or some shit like that. It's like, oh, fuck! And then, like screaming at it. You could just, there's got to be a way you can pull up the tickers, see what's going on. Mexico's playing? Is that World Cup? Road to RAF? That sounds like the most uninteresting I know, right? Yeah, I probably won't be doing that RAF event. There's a good chance I'm gonna skip that one. Jeff Bezos told Trump, I got a secret, guys. Don't look at me differently. I don't know who Jeff Bezos is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I've heard the name a million times. I have no fucking idea who he is. All right, BTB is back. No one cares. Let's see. So Turkey and Dana promotes. Turkey puts money in Dana. Okay, let's see. Frank Warren says, Eddie promote. We saw that. If the fight was in the UK and it was on Netflix, we could promote. Anyway, so they purposely did this in the States so they couldn't promote it. And it's the same with Eddie Hearn. They put the... Damn, dude. Yo. Kainodo! Yeah. All those fucking boxing simps. Dude, this guy, Dana, he is messing with the boxing world. He is messing with it. Him and Turkey. Those two motherfuckers. Turkey's like that rich kid. He's like the 12-year-old with all the money, just doing whatever the hell he wants. He's got unlimited cash. And Dana's like, let me latch onto that. Let me hold that guy's hand for a couple of times. Let me bite the bullet. Next thing you know, look at this shit. Las Vegas, Nevada. It's crazy, man. That is crazy. That's fake. All right. Let's get ready for some phone lines, guys. Let's open the phone lines. Here we go. Let's get ready for it. We could talk about the card that's coming up Saturday. We could talk about the White House shenanigans, the numbers. We could talk about anything. We could talk about Raw Trap Lord farting on his last call. That's what it's come down to here on the MMA-Holes. That's what the people want. I'm here to deliver. We got to up the excitement now. Bezos kind of looks like Dana White. Yeah, I don't know who he is. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to open up everyone's favorite portion of the stream. Everyone loves this portion of the stream. When you call in, I want you guys to get to those points. I want you to deliver. And we're going to come to the conclusion right now. Tonight, we're going to find out. I want you guys to vote in the chat. Who is your favorite phone caller? Okay? Tonight, on tonight's stream, the Thursday show, Who's going to steal the show tonight? Who's going to steal the show? I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I don't give a shit what you say. Just call in. We'll talk some fights. We'll talk whatever. Now is the portion. The link is in the chat. If you're going to call in, you click that anywhere in the world. Call in and steal the show. Don't put us to sleep. Let's put some smiles on the faces. Thursday night party on the MMA-Holes.
My name is Mystic. What's your name, and how can I help you?
No, I mean, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Allheart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a goat.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Nice. Which one's having?
Yo, drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is DVSB. I have a mutual problem. Okay, well, this is a real gamer. Red, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone.
Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin Lee. How you doing?
Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question.
Yo, it's Renato.
What's up, Snozy?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin Jr. Hey, guys, it's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up? It's Pulse.
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clocks. Hey, it's good luck.
Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
647, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Ansimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, that is how you do. Hi, Jesse. Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. You know I'm not big on talking about fighting that much, but...
This is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
No, they got to talk about these fights real quick.
It's my kill. Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck are you talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
that horse.
Okay, Chrome, thank you, man.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey.
Anything else?
Stay white.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay, the phone lines are officially open. Click the link if you want to call into the MMA-Holes. We are live talking about whatever is going on in the combat sports world. We're talking about the 17 million views that the UFC White House card got. That went down Saturday, 17 million. Talk about the card this weekend. Talk about whatever. We're going to find out who's the best caller of the evening. We're going to find out who is the greatest MMA hole that can ever jump on the phone lines. Tonight, we're going to find out who's the best of the best, who will steal the show. The link's in the chat if you want to be that person. Jay Beers, welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Mystical.
Okay, you got that football ready?
Moss, I threw it. It hasn't landed yet.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I'll let you know, though, when it lands.
Okay, what do you think about these numbers?
I mean, 17 million. I was a little disappointed when I saw it. I was hoping, Joe Rogan's numbers were right. Obviously, when everything gets released, I hope it's a lot bigger than it is. But again, we've discussed it. Paramount is not, it's a newer subscription, and there is literally a fucking million different streaming platforms, right? So it should have been on CBS. And I know, like, Dana, Paramount gave UFC a bunch of fucking money. So, like, I know that they wanted to reward Paramount Plus, but it should have been on CBS.
Yeah, you think the whole thing should have been there?
Oh, 100%. How could it not?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like I think so. Now you know what the whole reasoning for this was, that basically they said, hey, we're going to flip the bill for this thing. We're going to try to get as many people over to Paramount Plus to justify the $7.7 billion that you guys paid for the company, for the rights to the company, I should say. So I think that's what it was. I think the UFC basically says, okay, we're going to take a hit on this one just to make Paramount happy, and then this will create a good start to the relationship. It will also put a notch in our belt that we've accomplished such a big spectacle of a show. I don't think it's a loss, but it seems a little deflating when you hear 17 million.
Well, there honestly, the numbers may be deflating, but there's absolutely nothing deflating about it. Moss, that was the most incredible UFC event we all have ever seen in our entire life and ever will see in our entire life. Like, that was absolutely fucking magical. Everything about it was spectacular. Everything. The walkouts, the live music, the fucking lights, the crowd, the fucking military, the Medal of Honor, honoree. Like, it was absolutely fucking incredible. So, and see, you want to talk about deflating? What's deflating is going from the White House to the Apex.
Yeah, it is deflating. I'm sorry, I got a message. Yeah, it is deflating going off to that a fight night back into the Apex. It is weird to decline our excitement, but I guess at least it is a good fight night. But yeah, it's gonna feel weird doing that. The numbers, when I was looking at everyone's like reaction numbers, it seemed like everyone kind of even took a hit reaction wise. Like, when you look at some of the bigger events that happened this year, just even saying in 2026 with Paramount Plus, it is weird to see that the interest for this thing, like, even though Paramount got a bunch of subscribers and I got a bunch of sales through Paramount, scan this code over here if you want to get Paramount Plus. But
scan it.
But the actual numbers on fight reactions lead you to believe that maybe this wasn't as big of an event as we thought it was. Like, as a fight fan, this was huge. And people were talking about that usually don't talk about fights, but it still wasn't as big as something as, go back to the Conor McGregor days. Let's go back to the Ronda Rousey days. Even when Brock Lesnar was doing his shit, there was something magical and crazy. Like, it seemed like everyone just stopped you in the streets. I'm going to say something wild here. Even with a Jake Paul fight, for some reason, they're like versus Mike Tyson, right? For some reason, there was buzz like with everyone, like everywhere I go. I didn't, like, in the regular world, I didn't get many questions about the White House card. I got more questions about Ronda Rousey returning just by regular people that just were casually, not even fans, talking, like dentists and shit like that. Rousey, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I didn't speak once really in the public to just random people about the White House card besides my in-laws.
That's a great point. It really is. I didn't either. There was a few people, but they, my buddies that are already into the UFC but don't really pay attention to it. So that is a great point. And it's I don't know. It sucks to thinking like Jake Paul has better numbers, but again, it's the platform that it was on. If this thing was on Netflix, you could quadruple the fucking numbers. It would have been. It was still. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It was the best mixed martial arts UFC / boxing / entertainment event I had ever fucking seen.
Yeah,
like we've talked about Justin Gaethje's walkout. I agree with Dana. That may have been the best moment on live television ever. Yeah. It was, but
it might be because we're just fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another thing too is you got to think there is a divide in the country, and there are people that just will just hate and just not watch it. Just not even give it a shot because of how much they're repulsed by the president, right? So we might actually be a little bit delusional talking about this. Like, this checked all the boxes for us, but this doesn't have that universal catch that I guess Conor McGregor next month is going to show us. You know what I'm saying? Like, Conor McGregor is the Mac, right? Everyone's going to be talking hate watch if you like him. Doesn't matter. The fucking bums on the street will be like, hey, man, give me $5. You watch that Conor McGregor fight? Like, there's going to be a lot of that going on,
You know what I wonder too, if the UFC failed at promoting this event, like it should have been, on every fucking commercial, like every fucking station, right? They should have gone out of their way to do a better job promoting. But I think you said it. It's the man that's in office. Obviously, there are millions of people that love this man, and there are millions of people that hate this man and won't watch, even UFC fans that, you know, wouldn't watch anything because he was involved.
Yeah.
And that may have a lot to do with it. But again, you went from the White House and now we're going to the Apex. So it is extremely deflating. But it should have, like, again, if this was on CBS, we all said it, right? It 100% would have had Super Bowl numbers. People flipping the channels, seeing, you know, walkouts, the live band, they would have been like, oh my God, what's this? And they wouldn't have turned it off. The numbers would have been huge. Now, maybe when the numbers all come out, all the replays, it's different. But I even heard Sugar on an interview, and he was talking about wanting to watch like the fights like on the replay, and they weren't even showing the walkouts. They were just like, they went right from, you know, announcing the fighters to the fight.
That's bad. That's bad. They got to show the whole thing. They're thinking that people have low attention spans, so they're thinking, okay, people don't want to sit through all that stuff. They want to get to the fights. No, man. They got to show the whole product, man. The thing as a whole was beautiful, man. The whole thing was done perfectly. The fact that, I mean, that maybe you split it up where you could watch fights individually if you want to just watch a specific fight. But there are people out there, including myself, like I would want to watch the thing in its entirety. If I can't see it the night of, if I got work or going out with the family, it's a Sunday night, people have work the next day. That might have hurt too, by the way.
That had something to do with it.
You know, like people got work, you know?
I didn't realize, you know, how late it was going to be. Of course, I talked about my Monday morning, you know, puking my guts out. You know, that was again, you're 100% right. If it was on a Saturday, the numbers could be a lot different. So that was deflating seeing the numbers, but again, it was the most successful event we have all ever seen. And anybody that tries to be like, oh, it wasn't good, they're fucking bullshit and they're fucking haters. That this was the most incredible event, most incredible spectacle, and 7 fucking knockouts.
Yeah.
They were all entertaining as ever. And we didn't have a Conor McGregor. We didn't have a fucking cum shot. You know, we had Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria, you know, Sugar Sean, fucking Diego Lopez, you know, fucking Josh Hokit. It was still amazing. It was still incredible. And I think it'll go down in history again as the best UFC event ever.
Okay. What else you got, J-Beers?
Now, Starboy and Horiguchi, you know I'm a Manel Kape fan. Obviously, I'm more of a Joshua Van fan. So I think Manel Kape does get it done on Saturday. He's going to beat Horiguchi. He's going to earn a shot at Joshua Van, and that's going to be a hell of a fight when you have Starboy and Joshua Van going at it. But the problem with Starboy is just like Islam Makhachev. They are so fucking inactive. And I know you're talking
I gotta be honest with you. I have no idea who Starboy is. Who is that?
That's Manel Kape.
Okay. That's his nickname?
That's his nickname.
Starboy?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So I do think he gets it done on Saturday. Now, I did want to talk about Islam and Ian Garry. You were talking about that a little bit earlier. You were saying that Islam has a chance to pass Khabib as, you know, the greatest. Here's why that won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Islam is so fucking inactive. He fights once every 1.5 years, right? Every single year there's a 6-month I can't fight because of Ramadan. He is so inactive, and I hate it more than anything. You know, again, I'm not saying we need to fight 3 times a year, but can we get 2? Can we get 2 fights a year? You know, even if it's like you fight 2 times in 1 year and then the next year you fight once. Islam is literally, go back 5 years and tell me how long 5 fights took. 10 fucking years? So no, I think Islam's forgettable because he just doesn't fucking fight. And I hope fucking the cuck Ian Garry smashes him. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Of course, Islam's going to dry
I feel like you keep
leg.
on finding reasons just not to like Islam, though. Like, it's been going on for a couple of fights now. You just don't like him. Every time there's a new reason.
Islam is boring. He just dry humps you. Do you want to see a fucking like Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway fight again? Like, it's going to be like that. Like, that is Islam Makhachev.
I think that Islam has been guilty of boring, especially coming off his last fight. But in that fight there, he kind of had to do anything he could to win, right? When you're going up a weight class and doing something that Khabib never did, right? His mentor would never go up because he was terrified to go up a weight class. So Islam, he just had to get his hand raised. I think moving forward, we're going to see a little bit of a different Islam. If he keeps defending at a welterweight, I think we're going to see a more exciting guy. Because if you think about it, Islam's resume, he's got a bunch of fucking finishes on there. I don't understand. If you call Ian Garry boring, I get it. I totally get it. He's a decision machine. So if anyone's boring in this fight, it's Garry. Islam, if you're looking at Ian Garry versus Islam Makhachev, who's the more exciting fighter? Come on.
That's not a very good comparison. Islam and Ian Garry, Moss.
Islam is light years more exciting than Ian Garry. I've pushed Ian Garry, but this dude's a decision machine, man. He fights to his opponent's level. He fights very cerebral. He finds ways to win fights. And honestly, I'm not entertained by Ian Garry's fights. I respect what he does in there. I'd rather watch Islam all day off of Ian Garry, opposed to Ian Garry, man. So yeah, I hope Islam wins this. To be honest.
Now, if Islam beats Ian Garry, right, and then he defends against Morales, right, and then who else is another big welterweight contender that I'm forgetting? Prates, right? Let's say that he beats those three and retires or walks off into the sunset. Okay, I'll have to give Islam his props because all those three guys are very, very good at what they do, but none of them can grapple. So, that's the one thing, right? Maybe Shavkat would have his best shot. But again, Shavkat, he's even more inactive than Islam is, right? I mean, that leg, whatever happened to his leg, it's worse than, fuck, we're going to see Conor before we see Shavkat. That's crazy.
I don't know what's up with Shavkat. But by the way, I heard Zabit is going to be competing in some, outside organization thingy. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't actually.
It might be a grappling thing or something in Russia or some shit like that. But Zabit, I was like, what? I don't know if Shavkat's coming back. I've seen him training. Then he got that weird. He's another one with that weird divorce where his ex was saying he's a deadbeat dad and whatever. Shavkat's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on with Shavkat, man. It's such a fall from grace because that guy was so good, man. But injuries and whatever the hell's going on.
Finishing everybody, and then he fights the Cucky and Garry, and then we never see him again. I know. Talk about a fall from grace, and I mean, he had Laura Senko fucking wet as hell. And you don't make Laura Senko wet. She is fucking so hot.
Soaked, yeah.
Soaked. Yeah, that's the best way to say it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if Islam can beat these three guys, right? I'll definitely give him his props. I mean, he's obviously very good. He can grapple. He's so good at it. That's why he has the finishes that he has. How many fights has he actually ended standing up besides Volkanovski? Can you think of one off the top of your head?
Islam?
Yeah.
Dude, Islam, well, I got his stats up over here. It's all finishes. He's got 2 decisions, and you got a round 1 submission, round 5 submission, round 1 knockout, decision, submission, round 2, round 1 knockout, submission, round 1, round 4 submission, round 3 submission. Dude, people saying he's boring it's fucking crazy to me. Khabib has had little streaks before he was a champion where you could make a solid argument. He could be a little boring, and then became a champ. He was lights out. He was fun. Islam has one fucking boring decision going up a weight class, and everyone's like, he's so boring. Then you look at Ian Garry's resume, and it's fucking decision city all over the place. He has 1 knockout. His last knockout was in 2023. Decision.
Was it Jeff Neal?
Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez, which actually kind of holds up because Rodriguez.
Yeah, pick, I think.
Yeah, that was a pretty good knockout. Song Keenan was before that. Then back to his decision streak. Then had that knockout Jordan Williams in his debut. But yeah, he came in, smoked Jordan Williams. And boy, he's got a lot of, it's crazy. It feels like just yesterday. Man, I can't believe he's been in the UFC since 2021, Garry. It feels like just yesterday when he made his debut.
It really does. And see, here's my problem with Islam, Moss, right? Let's say Islam subs in the first round. When would we see Islam again? Next December?
Well, it depends because they're gonna try to put some I mean, I don't know, like that Ilia thing just completely exploded. That sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. That if Islam versus Ilia, if the stars lined up for that, that would have been the biggest night in MMA-Holes history. That would have been insane. The lead up to that shit. Even though Ilia probably get his ass beat.
He would.
It still would have been fun.
So
a fun lead up. Now it's just like, what do we do with Islam now? Like Islam, honestly, if he defends and wins, he should retire, unless they're giving him a red panty night. And ole, ole, here comes Conor coming in after a Max Holloway knockout. It's like everyone is going to be on their edge of the. You could say what you will about Conor McGregor, but everyone's going to be on the edge of their seat watching Holloway McGregor because everyone's going to try to get into the sweepstakes to get the big red panty night. You know, Islam's going to be like, easy money. Give me that. I'll do what my mentor did.
Yeah.
You know, Gaethje's going to be foaming at the mouth, trying to drag him back down to lightweight. It's going to be crazy. And the UFC is going to do whatever they can to push him in there. And I'm all for it. Skip the fucking line. Who cares? If
Conor wins on July 11th, shit's gonna get real exciting and it's gonna get really fun, and we're not gonna hear Mystic Mac ever shut up for the rest of his life, right? It's gonna be back to the old Mystic Mac, but he wants to box. He's looking for those Floyd Mayweather payouts. I really would love to see him in the UFC, but again, like if Islam was to fight Conor, we all know what would happen. Islam's going to get a takedown and most likely end it. Now, if Conor could knock him out like he did, Jose Aldo inside of 20 seconds, that would be fucking fun. That would be really fucking fun. But Conor's got to get through Max first, and Conor is talking so much shit. I still haven't seen the Max Holloway, Joe Rogan, Conor interview, but apparently Conor didn't even let Max get a fucking word in edgewise.
It was funny. No, it was pretty funny. Max was kind of talking like Max, and Conor was trying to bring back the vintage trash talk. You could tell they respect each other, that they're getting a bag of money. But Conor's trying to dig a little bit. Listen, I'm just going to say this right now. We've never seen AI Conor McGregor. With a titanium shin bone AI McGregor is coming in. He's coming in. He's coming back to take Max's soul. And then he's going to fight Islam Makhachev in the main event to avenge Ian Garry's death. Conor McGregor will be a triple champion. And then everyone will go crazy. Holy, holy, holy.
Praise the Lord.
That's right.
Praise the Lord.
And all will be well within the MMA community. Kainoto and Pale Monkey will jump off cliffs, and the mystical Moss will laugh. Once again, we ride into the sunset. The McGregor fandom is back, baby. Anything else, J-Beers?
You're such a dick in the chats, sometimes. And then that fucking guy with the sunglasses, and you were doing like the zoop, 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 boop, like that alien talk that, oh my God. It's so hard to be mad at you, Moss, because you're so fucking funny.
Thank you.
That was hilarious.
Well, J-Beers, thank you for bringing the high octane. I appreciate it. Once again.
And you said like, hey, next time you get a pair of sunglasses, get a second opinion. Hey,
that's right.
Great stream, great stuff. Love the MMA-Holes. J-Beers out.
Thank you. J-Beers coming in. Look at that, J-Beers. High octane. High octane, J-Beers. Tonight we're going to find out who's the greatest caller in MMA-Holes history. That's J-Beers right there. Mark it in your notes. We got Pizzle next. Pizzle, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, great. So the topic is UFC 250 at the White House, correct?
Whatever you like to go with. Sure.
Okay, well, first of all, it was a great card. I don't care what anyone says. I mainly just wanted to focus on the main event. I made, not to brag, but I made a little bit of money. I don't know if people are aware, but you can wager on the app Robinhood. And I put a dummy bet on Cyril Gane.
Easy money.
Yes, because everybody was all hyped up for Pacquiao. But I'm like, you got to realize, like, this is, like, he's fought, Cyril has already fought heavy hitters. He fought Francis, granted it was his last fight, but like, he's already fought guys. So like, this was easy money to make, like you just said. And yes, I made a little bit of dough, so I'm not mad at that. And then like Justin Gaethje, I was concerned because Topuria is he's like a straight shooter. He's got those hands. And Gaethje's been in so many wars. I'm surprised sometimes when I look at him that he's still standing. He's
Did you
like
bet on
going back
Gaethje
all the
too?
way.
You bet on him?
No, I didn't, but I was wanting to, but I didn't. But I was thinking about it. But like I was saying, Topuria, he's knocked out everybody. Like when he got rid of Volk, I was like, okay, it's a done deal. But Gaethje, going back to the World Series of fighting, he's been, even the fights that he's won, he's taken so much damage. So I'm keep thinking like, how much longer can he do this? But he really is like Homer Simpson. Like his brain doesn't know to feel pain. So he endured all that. We've never seen anybody handle Topuria like that. And yes, he finally achieved his dreams. Like the fight against Alvarez, he lost. Multiple fights he lost, got knocked out by Max, but he can claim it now. He's finally a champion. So that's it. So he's a World Series of Fighting champion now. He's a UFC champion. And wow, I gotta say, depending on what happens with Max and Conor, either one of those fights is great. A rematch against Max, but a fight against Conor, depending on what he looks like, that's a great fight. So all in all, the card was that's what I wanted to say. This guy, Hokit, the heavyweight.
Yes.
I just got to say this, okay? For people who don't know, and I'm serious, this is not some woo-woo magic. Like, you reap what you sow in life. Karma is real. Nobody should want powerful enemies. I understand his shtick. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, make you some money. It's nothing new under the sun. It's been done before. But you got to be careful what you're talking about. I knew that there was going to be an immediate reaction. I don't even care about politics. You say whatever you want to say. But when he said what he said about Michelle Obama, I knew that they were like, come on. You don't realize that even a retired president, like they still have power, And
you're talking about Big Mike?
Who? No.
Who, Big Mike?
I'm talking about, no. Josh Hokit, the heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
You remember what he said about Barack Obama's wife?
Yeah, Big Mike.
Big Mike. Oh, that's what you call him, Michelle Obama. Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. Oh, okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're aware, but even a retired president, they get 3 of them off the books.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, you're just an MMA fighter.
You think you're gonna whack him?
I'm not. I don't want to. On the internet, I don't want to say anything. I'm just saying, man. I made a comment one time when Floyd fought Gotti III, and then you like, hey, Pulse, you might want to say. I took it down because listen, I don't want to end up with a horse's head in my bed. Okay, I'm just saying. Nobody will.
Yeah.
That's right. He said what he said, and then you see that like the next day. Anybody, Obama put I don't know what it's called, like a cease and desist or whatever it's called, but like nobody can work with this guy now. His endorsements. Go ahead.
So to your point, you're not wrong, right? And I don't think it's Obama's going to put a hit on him or anything like that. I mean, you never know, right? But I think there's enough psychotic people out there that will say, hey, I don't like what this person said, and now I'm going to do something really stupid. There's enough people out there that are sick enough to do that, right? So you're not wrong, right? You got to be careful about, especially if you're a public figure, you do have to be very careful about what you say on the internet for sure. And I'm guilty.
Not only, yeah. Well, what was the guy? The kid in Milwaukee. He people want to martyrize him now. He shot somebody. I forget the guy's name. But like, you don't. My thing is, Hokit, bro. You just got here. You don't have enough pull to be making enemies like that. You've not made nowhere near enough money. You're not even like, you're a ranked heavyweight, but like you're not a champion. So it's like.
Yeah, but you know what he's doing? He's taken from all the playbooks of all the trash talkers. He's tried to take a little piece from this and that. When Colby Covington went to Brazil and says, all you filthy animals suck, he almost didn't make it out there alive. He took a gamble, like playing with words. And he could have got freaking whacked in Brazil, right? They had to try to escort him to safety after he did that. And
Yes,
then
okay.
in the long run, it actually worked out because Colby was never really what he pretended he was. He got close, but not close enough. But because he did that, everything changed for his career. So what Josh Hokit's doing is he's really trying to ruffle some feathers. Yeah, he's on a crazy stage to do that, and now everyone's talking about him. So he's rolling the dice for sure, but, I mean, people are talking now.
Okay, this is my last point. I just want to say this. You gotta, I understand you want to strike when the iron's hot, but like, here's the thing. The same guy tried this against Cerrone. That one kid that nobody liked, Alex Fernandez, he called him day drinking Don, then he got dealt with the next day. Like, it's either going to work or it's not. Like,
Yeah.
Conor's the only one who came in here, talked what he talked, and then made it, and then like got 2 belts. For other guys, you gotta make sure you get some wins under your belt before you start talking like that. Well, I'm just saying, keep it in the fight space. When you start talking about politicians, that's a dirty game. You realize that they play at a level that you don't play with. These guys, I don't know. It's a slippery slope when you're dealing with guys with pull. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And
But I
the
just want to
last
be
thing I
clear.
wanna
Do you think Michelle Obama is a male or a female? What do you think?
I mean, I don't.
Okay.
I mean,
know.
I'm pretty sure they have. I feel like they have kids. I don't know how that works. I don't know. But
All right.
in
What's
any
next?
event, I'm just gonna say this. Conor. The last thing I want to say. Conor on El Helwani show. He
Yeah.
said that he's given up this materialism lifestyle. It finally dawned on him that life is more important than stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So he says he's gonna have a fire sale. All of his stuff, the Gucci mink, the Gucci slides, his Lamborghini boat is going to go for the low. So I'm just wondering, are you interested if he puts any of this stuff on eBay? Would you be buying?
No.
Really?
No. Yeah, no, I'm not buying any of that stuff, no. Well, I'm not
At
going to
at a severely discounted price, you wouldn't.
If someone sent it to me for free, I would put it up in the studio. But no, I would never. I have 2 bins actually sitting next to me in my studio. You can't really see it, but it's out on the side. And it's literally filled with memorabilia, like signed Nolan Ryan autographs and all these crazy collectibles. And it's just sitting in 2 bins. So, like, if I were to give it away, I'd probably give it away, to be honest. Like, anything that I get coming my way that's, like, signed or anything, and we just do giveaways. So, I would give it away.
That's smart. Yeah, no, that's smart because I'm like I've said for a while, I don't want to be a hoarder, but it's just so easy to hoard stuff. It's like I got an abundance of stuff. I'm trying to give it out
all means
myself.
nothing to me. Like now I'm starting to realize, like, I'm sure down the road you could sell all this stuff and it's great and it's cool to look at. Like, if you go to someone's house, they got all the signed stuff. It's kind of cool. But I mean, to me now that I have kids, dude, signed shit means nothing to me. It means it all is just objects. It's all nonsense. It's garbage. I worship no one other than myself, the mystical Moss, King of the Dragons. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord and Savior
right.
Jesus.
Praise the Lord.
Anyway, I got to ask you though.
No.
You're a religious guy.
Yeah.
What do you think about? You think Conor's being serious about this? Do you think he's actually found God?
I'm a spiritual guy. I hope he has. Listen,
Okay.
I hope so because honestly, I will say it forever. You will have no peace in this life outside of finding him. This, like you said, all of this stuff is stuff. You will have no happiness with materialism. You will have no happiness even with another person. If you covet money, if you covet a relationship, none of that stuff means anything because you can't own anybody and you can't really own any of this stuff. And like the saying goes, the more stuff you own, the more that stuff owns you. So relinquish it all. So yeah, I hope he's serious. I hope he's legit. I guess we'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, man, that's about all I got, man. Great show.
All right, thank you, Pulse. Appreciate it. Wow, Pulse and J Beers. Let's go. Look at that. That's a tough one, man. Pulse and J Beers bringing the heat. We're gonna find out who the greatest caller of all time is tonight on the MMA-Holes. We got Joe Mama, Jamie.
Yo, what's up, Moss?
How you doing?
I just wanted to tell. It does have something to do with UFC, so stick with me. But I had a dream last night, right?
Okay.
So it started off. I was at my fat ex's house, right?
Last night?
Well, it was in my dream.
Oh, okay.
This is all in my dream, and I started stealing her weed, right?
Okay.
And then my mom picks me up, and then we go to the store, and there's like a long ass line at the store, but then, I was like, I'm like getting pissed off, but then Justin Gaethje walks out of the front, and I'm like, oh shit, I can ask Gaethje to go buy me something. So I asked him to go buy me an ice cream, and I started acting like super slow, like I was like mentally disabled. and he bought me an ice cream cone.
You sure that wasn't real life?
Honestly, it might have been, but
Okay.
that was one of my best dreams. I woke up laughing.
That's kind of weird because we had a whole like slow bit on the show tonight, and then you had this dream. Was that weird that we were talking about that?
It was. I was like, wow.
Huh. Wow. So it was meant to be. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I woke up just laughing, and I hope I can see Gaethje and get me some ice cream in real life. And
I hope that happens. I hope that happens as well. All right. Well, Jamie, that was a great call. Thank you.
Yep. Later. Bye.
All right. That's Jamie calling in. Look, that's his submission to one of the great calls of the night. He might have won. He might have won, guys. We got Julio. Julio with the $10 super chat. Julio, thank you.
On the Josh joke, I'm not sure about getting whacked. Embarrassed smiley face emoji. But I got to say it was just in bad taste. Why do an old joke about the only black president's wife?
I think because of the administration and knowing the tension between the two and the parties and stuff like that, I think he did it because that he knew that would get a big rise. And I also think it's not about black and white. Honestly, I don't see it as black and white. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I'm white. But I also think it's a slap in the face of our current president because by him doing that, it's forcing these guys to get into a hot situation for no reason. Like Josh Hokit doing that, I think what people are missing, and thank you so much for that donation, I think what people are missing is Hokit trolled literally everyone. Like everyone got trolled in that whole scenario there. But for some reason, people are trying to use it as some sort of victim thing. It's goofy. It's just like when Trump posted the Lion King thing. He wasn't calling her a monkey or Obama. Everyone was an animal in that video. It was the Lion King. It was a goofy thing. It was silly. It was stupid. But people like blow inappropriate jokes out of it's just a fucking goofball joke. I know there's a time and place, and I get it. But I think, man, people got to loosen up, man. If that is what gets people fired up, right, and then we've kind of lost everything in life. You know, like, I don't know. I feel like we should just be able to laugh. And if we don't find a joke funny, be like, you're an idiot and move on. You know, but making it about black versus white or this and that, that's where I feel like it's getting pushed out of control. You know, the longer I do this channel too, the beauty is like there's no color, there's no race, there's no where you guys are from. Like it doesn't none of that matters here. And doing this for 10 years has severely made me a lot less racist.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's move on. Scott, how you doing? Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
I'm doing awesome, I thought the White House card was great. The thing, I do disagree with the Josh Hokit thing. I wish that wouldn't have happened, and the reason is they went through a lot of trouble. That entire show had no political agenda whatsoever.
Okay.
There was no political agenda being driven, and then for that to be thrown in, I thought that was in poor taste. I didn't like it because they made it. They went out of their way to not make it political, and then to have somebody do that, you know, I didn't like it. I don't believe Michelle Obama is a man. I think she's a beautiful woman, you know.
Well, yeah, we don't know for sure, but I mean, yeah.
So,
listen, but I don't. Do you really think that's political, though? Like, is that really political? That's just him being a knucklehead.
But the effort that they made to not make it political at all, yeah, I felt that was in poor taste. I wish they would have cut the mic. You're gonna cut the mic on Sean Strickland at a press conference, and you can't cut the mic on that guy on the White House.
Yeah, it's a little weird because usually there's like a delay, so you would think they would have nuked that. But they let it go through, which is it's shocking. But I will say this. I'm glad they did let it go through, to be honest, because I think that he should be responsible for his words, right? If he says this, he should, whatever backlash he gets, he seems like he doesn't give a fuck. If you look at his social media, he's like just leaning into it. But yeah, like, I mean, if you're on the public stage, you are responsible, right? You're working for a company. It's on the White House lawn. The president's there. He should, if he catches backlash, he's got to expect that. Like now, if Josh Hokit says, "What do you mean?" and plays victim, then I would say Josh Hokit's being an idiot. But at the same time, Josh Hokit, he did it on purpose to get people to talk, you know? And the fact that everyone's kind of saying, whatever, like Trump didn't even speak about it. Dana White put out a statement, says he's not for that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's as big of a deal as everyone's making it, to be honest. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you. I wish with the way that they tried to present it, as non-political as possible. I just wish it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
The highlight of it all too for me was the U.S. Marine Band. Playing all those songs, that was incredible. And another point I want to bring up about Justin Gaethje, there's been some theory about his bone density thing. So he's had either 2 or 3 generations of family members who have worked in copper mines. And that has an effect not only just on your body, but it also it has a genetic effect too as well. That's people have theorized that might have something to do with his weird body because he is a weird guy, as far as
honestly, you want
his flexibility.
Yeah, I think he's just Mexican, to be honest. I think he's just Mexican. Honestly, think about this. I mean, warriors, like the bloodlines of the Mexicans, I think that's just a Mexican in this guy. I think whatever.
And he is from an area. It's like New Mexico, it's like one of those close to the, it's close to Mexico, so maybe. Who knows?
Listen, I just think he's just put together perfect for this kind of scenario. His style of fighting, his unorthodox craziness, he is very athletic. A lot of people say he's the most athletic guy in the UFC right now. I mean, the way he effortlessly backflips off the cage and then falls on his head, almost snaps his neck, and somehow gets up like it's nothing. Did you see how he stuck the landing on that? That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and I've broken my neck before. That would have broken anybody's neck.
Yeah,
before,
like any normal human being would have been paralyzed from that, and he just gets up like it's nothing.
Yeah,
he's fucking crazy.
I really too. I thought Topuria gave that fight away in the second when he went to the wrestling, trying to look for a sub, and I guess prove his point that he made on Joe Rogan. I thought that was a terrible, he was hurting Justin. Keep swinging, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah. But I also, and this is the thing too, to me, that card, if Topuria wins that fight, this card is not, it's a great card, but it's not the card that we were hoping for as Americans. You know what I'm saying? So Justin winning this, to me, that put this at a 10. And man, as far as I'm concerned, that might be the best card I've ever seen.
I got to say, if you to me, I'm biased for 217 just for the fights, but overall production, fights, everything about it, everything about it. There wasn't a boring moment on this card.
No.
It was just beautifully paced. It looked great. The walkouts were great. Like you said, the orchestra, people were kind of some people actually knocked the orchestra, which drove me. I don't know. I the more I watched the highlights of this, the more I love the orchestra. The orchestra was fantastic on the walkouts,
the ellipse thing, it looked like Woodstock for MMA, out there. That even turned out to be a good thing, where they had that crowd out there watching it,
yeah, hopefully this will go down in the history books when the kids down the road, many generations learn about this. It's a very positive for the U.S., a celebration with some violence, but at the end of the day, we are appreciating the people that went to war for us, the people that the fighters walked out with. That was phenomenal. That was great. Everything about it was great.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Can I ask you one more question, and I'll get out of here? How many times have you rewatched it?
I haven't rewatched the whole thing. Well, people are saying that the entirety is not on Paramount, which I think is a terrible job. But I'll tell you this, I've watched Justin Gaethje's walkout about 5 times, just a walkout.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've rewatched the Gaethje Topuria about a half a dozen. The whole fight.
The whole fight.
That was.
It's a great fight.
That was incredible. Yeah.
It's a fight that will be rewatchable down the road, years down the road. You can go back. If some people say to you, "Hey, what's your favorite fight of all time?" That could be it, man. I mean, and it's a credit to both of these guys. We're glazing up Gaethje with his performance, but if Ilia wasn't a fucking lunatic walking forward, taking them shots, making it a freaking war, you need 2 to tango. And you got to give hats off to Alex Pereira too, man, because he went in there and says, "Let's bang, man!" He brought the dog out of Cyril Gane, which made that a phenomenal fight as well. So the 1-2 punch, the main and co-main, phenomenal.
Definitely, definitely. Hopefully, I don't know what Alex is doing right now with this, on the internet. Hopefully, he'll get his shit together. I understand his point, but we've never seen this side of Alex. But yeah, that was still Cyril gone. Now we kind of set up this Tom don't come back and get this closed out.
Yeah.
All
right, man.
Get the heavyweight division rolling. So, but that's all the points I had. I just want to call in and say hey. So,
all right, Scott. Thanks for the call. That's Scott coming in. That's another call. Look at these guys. Phenomenal calls coming in tonight. This is crazy. They're fighting hard. We got Hamza. Hamza, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Man, I'm good. The White House card was great. Especially the main and co-main.
Oh yeah, it stuck the landing for sure. I mean, it just kept on getting it more interesting and more interesting. And by the time Chama and Gane went down, it was just insane.
Can we talk about Alex losing his mind?
Yeah.
Dude, you lost. Of course, there were some shots back of the head, but majority of them were side of the head, and some missed. I think he's having a mental breakdown because he can't go back to 205.
Yeah, he's in limbo right now. He's lost his Chama charm. He's lost his aura. The end of an era that's happened, and he's 38 years of age. So yeah, like you
I think he's 39. He's 39.
Did he turn 39? Really?
Yep.
Shit.
Because he's 87, I think.
Well, he's close.
He's
if he's
older
not
than John Jones. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got in a little late. He hit the ground running, becoming a two-division champion. And I do think they're going to erase this fight with Cyril Gane like they did with the Izzy fight. Like, people just forget about it because, listen, what Chama is to the UFC right now, he's a big name. He's very exciting. He's a guy fans really can back. You look online, people are just running with this back of the head thing. There's arguments, this and that. He's lobbying for a rematch, doesn't deserve it. Go ahead.
I saw I saw it in slow motion. There are 4 shots back of the head. Majority of them are side of the head or it hit the shoulder.
Yeah, so, I saw about 2, maybe 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but I mean, and an illegal shot is an illegal shot. But the description of what's his name, John McCarthy, I think was great. Backing up Herb Dean.
Yeah, McCarthy was spot on. Herb Dean did a good job. Plus, Alex was moving his head, so how could you always hit the Of course, there's some shots are gonna hit back of his head. So
yeah, it was a sequence that happened. Now, if Gane was holding him down and just bang, bang, bang on the back of the head, you got to stop it right there. Or if Alex went down, so say you got hit in the back of the head and just flattened out, you got to stop the fight there. But what Herb was watching was the sequence of events and how everything was flowing. You just can't stop it in that situation. It's a very tricky situation, and who knows? Maybe eventually they change some of the rules, but if you look at the criteria and you look at that stupid line thing that Herb was putting out there, I mean, there's limited space where you can definitively stop that sequence from happening. So I think Herb did a good job. I
think he did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather see people violently just get beat up here than situations where there's premature stoppages. I don't want to see the premature stoppage. I want to see someone come in there or ruin the momentum of fight and stuff like that. They were in a fucking street fight, a scrap. Both guys were going at it. It was a blast to watch. And I think the excuses by people losing money and are up Alex Pereira's ass is ruining everything.
I think the thing is also the UFC made him he's a likable guy. Plus the kids are they love him. So it's very hard for them to digest Alex lost, and it might be his end. As far as Conor is concerned, is he gonna make weight?
170? He'll have no problems there.
I don't think so. I think he might miss weight, but he will fight. But I think he will miss weight.
He's never missed weight in his career. What do you mean?
He looks out of shape.
Out of shape?
Yeah, I saw him on Ariel. He looks out of shape.
Did you see him posing at the park? Doing yoga, taking pictures?
I know you love Conor, but
hold on a second. Out of shape?
Yeah. I think he's out of shape.
What do you mean? What kind of shape are you in? If I want to be out of shape, then if what the hell? Out of shape? What are you saying? He has a muffin top?
No, I mean to say he's too big for Conor used to weigh around 175, 180. I think he's a little big.
Okay, so Here, I have a video up if you have the stream on in the background. He's posing in Central Park. Fans are stunned. So Conor actually lost muscle because he was on the sauce. You know that, right? When this guy was getting his
of course he was on.
So he lost a little bit of that muscle, that Roadhouse muscle that he put on. You know, the Roadhouse situation. Yeah, he lost a little bit of that. So if you're talking about the muscle loss, I mean, he's still muscular, but he's not like a bodybuilder anymore. But still, like, dude, this guy's gonna. Let me just say this: when he fought Nate Diaz, okay, he had to eat up to 170. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not.
Yeah, he weighed in 168. He couldn't even be like 170.
Yeah, so now he's off the sauce and shit like that. He's not a big dude, Conor. So 170 is like kind of perfect for him.
I hope he makes weight, but it doesn't matter if he misses weight. Just he wants to get out of his contract. That's the main thing. And then maybe do a fight with BKFC. BKFC being on Fox is a huge deal.
By the way, I'm showing Conor at the park. They have this romantic music. I have him at the park, but there's something very alarming. I would say this is the very alarming part. This guy is severely going bald. Like, there's a bald spot on top of Conor's head.
Like, let me put this on my TV so I can see.
Oh my God, you gotta wait until you put this on your TV. I'll even let you wait here for a second. There's a bald spot on top of Conor's head. I mean, it is just shave that shit off already. Like, what is going on? He's got the whole skin yarmulke back there. It's bad, man. It's bad. If you're worried about his age, maybe his age you got to worry about. He might collapse in there. Of course he's not. He's going to knock Max's head off. But I'm just doing some content here. You caught up yet?
Okay, I put it on.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Fuck the surveys, dude. Seriously, I hate fucking advertisers. Oh, fine. Okay. Now you can play it like.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's on your TV.
Yeah, it's the advertise.
It's the advertisement. All right, just let it
Yeah,
set
now
up
it's
the ad.
on. Now it's
Okay.
on. Now it's just the 5-second one.
Yeah, he's losing it. He's really losing it. It might have been the roids and shit like that. I don't know. He was getting thin for a little bit.
I remember
but now,
like when he did the Ultimate Fighter, he was like 230. Like, he was huge.
yeah, he's
Not
losing his head.
as big as he was, but let's hope he makes the weight. Like, as far as like run or like MVP going mad because UFC did 17 million. Now Jake Paul's like, look, we averaged 9.3 million and they averaged 7 million. Did he see it?
Yeah. It's the. Oh wait, did Jake Paul respond? You're saying?
Yeah. He
Oh, my God.
responded. We averaged 9.3 million. Y'all averaged like 7 million. I mean, 9.3 million for your first show is good, but like, dude, just shut up.
I purposely avoided him. Okay, let's see. 57 minutes ago, our first MVP MMA event held its own cope. Yeah, he's reposting this. It's kind of an L though, Jake, because I mean, Jake, that your platform that you were on was global, and it's got way more. Oh man, it's embarrassing, dude.
I mean, if he would have been like, oh, 70 million for our first event is good, but he shouldn't have like responded. Like, he should have been like, shush. Like,
yeah,
this should have been like, it's good for MMA. MMA is growing. UFC is growing. Like Nikisa did. Nikisa responded, although we like, it's good for MMA, but Jake's response was like, and Ronda the same thing.
Could you imagine comparing the two? Like, how delusional you got to be. He says that's our first event and this is whatever, but I mean, we're talking apples and oranges. That I was entertained for all the wrong reasons for the Jake Paul event, right?
Yeah,
Whereas
I mean, I was there, like I was there live. I mean, the prelims were much better than the main card.
Wait, you were in attendance for the Jake Paul event?
Yeah.
Was it sold out? Did it look like it was sold out?
Yeah. By the end, like by the main and co-main, it was full.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of empty seats.
It's because it was like a boxing event. Like, people wanted to see Ronda and like.
It just means that people gave away tickets at the last second to fill it up. That's what I'm thinking.
No, it was full because I was on like their website, not like MVP's website, the Intuit Dome. So like one day before it sold out.
Okay.
So
yeah, but that
yeah,
that still
so
means that the tickets still could have been given away. You know what I'm saying? Like those tickets could have been occupied.
they
you know?
had like 3,000 tickets for like cops and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they padded just to get people in the building. To be honest with you, so it would look good. But I tell you, visually, and like I said, we're friends with Big Mo, so I'm happy for him. With being attached to MVP, and I think it's good for the sport having other promotions do things, but it's just cringe when you kind of know what's going on and what the numbers actually mean.
The problem is with MVP, I'm like I have watched like NHB. I still call it NHB. I don't call it MMA for like 30 plus years. The problem is Nikisa and Jake Paul only know the business side. They don't know like talent. They don't know how to recruit. Like what's the business? First of all, why you're doing it in a cage? Like everyone does MMA in a cage. Do it in the ring.
You think so? Huh? I got to be honest with you. I'd rather like watching one in the ring. I still rather it in the cage because they all they fall
the
through.
thing is with the ring is like you get more of an aggressive fight.
Yeah, but you bounce off you bounce through the ropes and shit. And then they got to reset you, and it ruins the whole momentum of the grappling and shit. Like I like the cage because you're trapped. Like you're just stuck. Whereas
yeah, it's your preference. I prefer the ring because it's more technical. The fights.
Ring is great for.
It's hard to get.
Yeah, but there's something special to like the cage and having guys grapple against it and trying to fight off of it or crawl up the cage to get up.
Everyone has a cage. You have to be different. Like you can do kickboxing, you can do boxing, and you can do MMA at the same time. For example, Jake Paul does like a boxing like with Anthony Joshua, which happened like a few months ago. Can you imagine MMA on the card?
Yeah. I think a mix of two is great. I do.
Yeah.
I think a mix, but to remove the cage, listen. There's a reason why the UFC succeeded. It's because they have the secret sauce. They have everything working with mixed martial arts. Everything works great. So that's why it all works. So that's why these other companies are trying to find ways to mimic it, make different shaped cages and shit like that. To try to mimic this success. Listen, Pride had a ring, and I understand everyone loved it, and there's the nostalgia. Where is Pride now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ryzen is doing really well.
Ryzen's ass, though. I stopped watching Ryzen because it's just shit paced, and it's kind of less.
No, the pacing of Ryzen this year has been really good. Like you're comparing Ryzen like 3 years ago. 3 years ago
it was terrible.
A completely different product. Yeah, now it's different. Now it's so much better.
Ever since Bellator whooped Ryzen's ass when they did the crossover shit, I realized, okay, Ryzen is dog shit.
Ryzen was bad like 3 years ago, but now they're
better.
Finally getting talent. They're doing big shows. They did their last show was like 60,000+ people live.
Mm-hmm.
They're like doing like good pay-per-views numbers in Japan, like 600,000, 700,000, like for a 30 million population. That's huge.
Do you like it better than one? Do you like Ryzen better than one?
Right now, yes.
Really? Why? Because it's more MMA?
More MMA, plus even the talent level is much higher. Plus one championship, you don't know the guys always.
Well, it's the same Muay Thai guys beating each other up every week.
It's the same Muay Thai guys, and plus they're getting like $1,000 to fight, and then Jatri is not paying them at all, and they're suing Jatri the next day.
He's a shithead for sure. But I do like one. I like one because I
like one too.
Very
I
entertaining.
like the thing they made a huge mistake letting go of Rich Franklin and like Matt Hume. Matt Hume, the talent that Matt Hume sees, people have to remember this guy right now, Carlos Prates.
Mm-hmm.
He was in one championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
so
he
is
was
the
signed
Ritter.
by Matt Hume, the guy Rugrug, like Senegalese wrestling. I didn't know what the fuck was Senegalese wrestling.
Yeah.
Matt Hume signed him. Like now I'm seeing like MVP. Why aren't they signing guys like Matt Hume and Rich Franklin?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, these guys know talent like not. Like,
but by the way, Rugrug's terrible though. You like that guy?
Rugrug is terrible, but the thing is like to get him like from Senegal, like Senegalese wrestling, like the talent, like it's not easy like to find guys with like less money. That's my thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Hamza. Well, I appreciate. Where are you from, Hamza?
Me, I live in Arizona. Same.
Are you really? What the fuck? Where in Arizona?
Yeah. So I live just outside of Arizona.
Oh, okay,
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you are you excited about the UFC coming to AZ for like the next 3 years?
Where UFC coming to?
They signed a contract with Arizona, and it seems like that it's going to be like their big events they're going to be having over here.
Yeah, I heard about it. My friend
Yeah.
was talking to me about
It's
it.
huge.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go.
It's a huge
I
deal,
hope
yeah.
the tickets are like it shouldn't be like super expensive though, like
Oh, yeah.
$1,000,
It's gonna be
$3,000. Then
obnoxious.
nobody's gonna spend like.
But maybe, who knows? Maybe it will be cheaper here. Maybe hopefully, as it's eventually going to turn to Vegas over here if they keep on doing shit like that. But right now, I would imagine it's still got to be cheaper than those Vegas
We
prices.
have a market like people want fights here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's perfect
People
for it.
want,
Man.
like
Look
it's
at
the
Super
same
Bowl.
thing. Like, of course, Arizona is not like a fight town like Hawaii is, but like people miss fights here.
Mm-hmm.
Like there used to be like small shows like 15, 20 years ago. Like I wasn't in Arizona back then, but like I used to hear from people like, and plus the talent like Cain Velasquez was from Arizona, CB Holloway, Ryan Bader.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be good like if they start doing shows in Arizona to get
it'd be great.
Arizonian MMA back on track. Same thing with Hawaii. I have a question. Like nobody does shows in Hawaii anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, the UFC's got this. They don't have a venue to hold an event for
There
UFC.
are venues in Hawaii.
I know, but
There
it's
are.
Bellator's been
UFC
there.
does, like-
Yeah, it's not big enough for the UFC. Like the UFC would literally have to
No,
drop a
BK
claw
actually
there.
did 15,000, 15K in Hawaii. I mean, you can do
15K,
fight-
really? That much?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Let me look this up. I'm gonna fact check you right now.
15K, 12K, something
Let's
like
see.
that. And Ryzen are
What's
planning
the
to go
highest
to Hawaii.
seated venue in Hawaii?
I think it's 15 or 12K, something
I'm gonna
like
fact check
that.
you right
They
now, bro.
have, you know-
Wow, they're saying Hawaii featuring official capacity 50,000. Wait, oh, that's gonna be an outdoor though place, right? Let's see. I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
look.
outdoor.
All right, so arena wise, 7,000 to 10,000 seats is. It seems like the biggest.
I mean, you
They're
can
not
do
gonna do that.
UFC fight nights.
That's
there.
like an Apex
You can
card.
do fight nights. Yeah, you can do fight nights. Like, plus, like Ryzen are saying like they will do a show in Hawaii next year.
All right, so here we go. This place, Clarence TC, is a 15K temporary.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a temporary
probably
outdoor
right.
setup. Yeah, see, that's the problem. They don't have like an arena that's big enough, so they have that
But
outdoor
you can do
one.
Outdoors. They did the White House card outward. Like
Stop arguing with me.
outside.
How dare you?
They can do like outside event. Like remember when they used to do the troops thing?
Yeah.
UFC. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
could
they're gonna go
fight
back
the
into that.
troops.
They're gonna definitely do some more.
Yeah.
They spoke about
It
that.
used to be outside. I remember.
It's
Diego
about money
Sanchez-
though. If they're gonna go to Hawaii, because you know Dana wants to go, of course, but it's a money thing, and everything's expensive over there in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like to put a small event together, they got to fucking jack up the prices. It's not financially smart to do it. Like Bellator could do it because it's on a smaller level, but Bellator's gone. So look where that got them.
I
All
mean,
right, thank you for the
Bellator,
call.
I mean, like Bellator is like, I mean, when BR Redmeter left the company, it was over.
Yeah. All right,
It
man.
was-
Appreciate
it
the
wasn't
call.
smart.
Hamza,
Yeah,
you're the
cool.
best. Thank you for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Hamza coming in. We got more people up here. We got Josh
Whoa.
Hokit. Josh, how you
I'm
doing?
back. You had Hazmat on the show.
Yeah, no, it's Hamza Chimaev calling in.
Oh my God, I respect there.
That's right.
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing well. We're trying to find the best phone caller of the evening. Who do you think's the best so far? Is it gonna be you?
I don't know. I'm not in character.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't tell anyone about that.
Well, I'm gonna chama on your mama.
Nice.
Would you get mad at me if I said Michelle Obama is a man?
Not me particularly, but someone in the chat probably will.
Okay, well,
okay.
That's all. I don't know why they freak out about it. It's free. It's a freedom card, ain't it? Freedom of speech.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
think it was very political. I just thought he was being a knucklehead, to be honest.
You can't mention whiskey and Ama Aleka in the same sentence. Remember that?
You can't mention what? Whiskey and what?
Well, that whiskey and Ama, you know that Habib when he said you can't mention whiskey and Ama Aleka, whatever they say, you know.
Osama Lick.
Ama Aleka and whiskey.
Is that a Michael
The-
Jackson song?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
it? Is that what you're saying?
But anyway, Islam, you think he's gonna beat the Miss Garry?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We could all officially say that Chio Mine and Garry, whatever his name is a woman.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Ain't his last name? Ain't he married to his last name? He took his wife's name or something. Or
Machado, yeah.
mm. I like the dude. He's tall and bulky, but every time they send these people for Islam, he gets them. Every time.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. I hear someone in the background. Someone
What
with
do
you?
you think? What do you got? What's the betting line on that?
I don't have the line on. Are you have the stream in the background, or is there someone there talking?
That's my friends
Okay.
in the background.
Yeah, bring them on. Who you got there?
It's
You got Kelly Lewis.
Kelly.
How you doing?
Kelly, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
Your buddy over here he's a celebrity in the community. Did you know this?
Yeah, I'm coming to find that out.
Yeah, he's quite the celebrity. People talk about him when we're off air, when we're on air. They just can't stop talking about him.
That's
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my buddy here.
Here's my friend Grasshopper.
Hey, Grasshopper, how you
How you
doing?
doing, man?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's just audio.
Well, this
I
is
can
the
see you.
boys.
Yeah, what are you in? Like a limo? What are you guys doing?
No, we're downstairs from our apartment. We're in the woods smoking some weed.
Oh, nice.
We can't smoke it on the property. People freak out. I don't know why.
Yeah, prudes.
You know how it is. You live. But anyway, I got Islam for the fight, but I want the other guy to win, Garry.
That's right. All right,
But
yeah.
But it's a year of the underdogs, ain't it?
Well, the American underdogs. That's the
Yeah, American underdog.
That fight that he just won.
Which one?
I think it's middleweight. I think.
That was a Hamzat loss. The strict.
Yes, correct.
And he got arrested for showing up at the what do you call it? The event. That was the best event in history.
What do your buddies think about Michelle Obama?
Well, I don't know their opinion.
Let's get
They're
it real
just
quick.
laughing.
Yeah, let's get it real quick.
Whenever he said that outlandish thing, me and Grasshopper, we just cracking up.
Okay.
He said Jesus is Lord and all this, and then he goes out and says something crazy. That's something I'd do.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the call, man.
Well, anyway, I'll let you get to the next guys or
There you go.
people.
Look at the boys over there. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the call.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Look at that. What a call. That might be top notch right there. Look at that. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. The calls tonight have been phenomenal. You guys have been off the hook tonight. Who we got here? We got D-Main. How you doing, D-Main?
What's up, D-Moss?
How you doing, man?
Can't hear you that good, but
You can't hear?
figure it out.
Yeah, there's a
Hear
little
me?
noise. There's a little noise in the background. You got something going on back there.
I'm on the streets.
You on the streets again? Okay. What do you got to say?
You hear? Fucking. I thought your Steve Garcia impression was amazing.
My Steve Garcia?
When you said he didn't want to give up, it was like, let's go, man. Yeah, it was
You
great
liked
work.
it? Thank you.
Yeah, I thought Hokit cemented himself as a legend, especially with his post-fight interview.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of factual stuff in there. I thought Amos Sahabi looked amateur. I think we know the only reason he was there. Fucking, it looked like Trump wanted to bang Omani after the fight, though.
Yeah, okay.
I thought probably heavyweight was too much for Alex. He looked good, but it looked like it was just too much. Gane was just too big for him. I don't know if it was part of the script for Gane to win, but Alex just fucked up.
Yeah.
Then fucking Top Toro, that was funny as fuck. I tried to tell you guys he was overrated and he had a lucky run.
Wow.
That's why everybody thought he was the GOAT. All of a sudden, I think he just got exposed. He's a good fighter, but he ain't nowhere near the GOAT. I think he would have got manhandled, but it's not.
It's starting to look like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm also excited that we're probably going to have more Gaethje streams.
You like Gaethje? You're a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Gaethje streams.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaethje. You think he's going to stick around?
I think he'll stick around for one or two more. I don't know if he should, though.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys talked about it being rigged or conspiracies yet, but some of the fighters after they won, they look kind of scared. I'll just say that.
On the dais, when they spoke to the media after the fights, they looked like they were on their best behavior with Dana over there. They look like kids that were in detention. All the fighters on the stage. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. Maybe you got to do a stream about that.
Yeah, they did look a little scared about that. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about the card, though. What was the topic about today? Just
No, we were
the
talking
White House
about
card.
Yeah, we were talking about the numbers. 17 mil. Do you think that's a good number?
I'm not sure, man. I don't know
Yeah.
what to compare it to. It seemed like they had good numbers up. Crowd was real big.
There you go. Well, as long as you liked it, that's all that matters, right?
That was a great show.
That's right. All right, D-Man. Keep those streets safe, okay?
All right, big one. So,
all right, there is D-Man coming in. Look at that from the streets. The brake dust kicking in. That's his signature sound, the brake dust. We got round one. Welcome to the MMA-Holes. Round one.
Oh, shit. What up, man? How you doing?
Good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, man, that was a great card. And like you've been saying, how is UFC going to top something like that? And the answer is they're not, because that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, kind of like, you know, I don't ever see a boxing match going to be in Egypt or something like that. It's like a once type of thing, you know, or New York or some shit. Like, you know, Dana White, he did a good job with everything, how everything went. I mean, Paramount Plus had high numbers. Outside, we don't know, because I mean, outside it was like, I guess, pay-per-view certain places, right? So a lot of people did buy it too. So I can't wait to hear the legit numbers for everything. But 17 milli, man, that's a great number. Because if you look at it, the first one that Justin Gaethje was on, that was 7 million, and they were high praising on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think they did with 17 million? You know, they were happy. The numbers were high. They were fucking ecstatic for that shit. I'm pretty sure. Everything else, the pay-per-view numbers, you know, that's something else. That's like UFC shit. But for Paramount itself, because that's just the US, yeah, those are high numbers, man. Those are pretty high numbers. I mean, it's not like Netflix, where Netflix. What did Ronda do again?
There's 17 million, but that's like global. That's entire. That's overall.
That's global?
Yeah.
Oh shit. See, so you could tell this was a bigger card than that, because like I'm saying, people in Canada bought it. People out in the UK, but you know, like there were certain places you had to pay for it.
So to put it in perspective, Netflix has 325 million subscribers. Paramount Plus, 79.6 million.
Yeah, you know, so, and that was just the once. I mean, the White House, dude. Like a lot of people, you could call it political. I don't really care for politics, so I don't really care for nothing like that. But you could call it all that and shit. But I mean, a lot of people around the world watched it too. You know, because if you look at it too, a lot of people in the U.S. Well, I mean, you saw that stand. There were like 200,000 people outside the event and shit. You know, because I mean, that was just huge. There was like they were doing shit too, you know. So it wasn't just like, oh, come and watch the fight. No, there was a lot of other shit, right? So it was a real fan fest thing. Whoever there had fun, you know. But man, those numbers are high. I wonder if Conor could top those numbers. I'm pretty sure he could probably do some high numbers. So
yeah,
you know, Conor McGregor, we're going to see, because you know that guy. He already sold out that within 24 hours. So
I think Conor's numbers are going to eclipse it. I do. I'm starting to think like there's a momentum thing going on here. Conor's numbers going to be freaking nuts if he gets severely unhinged in the lead up. Like I'm hoping he really cuts a good solid promo in the lead up to this thing.
Oh man, did you see that video too with him and Max?
Yeah, funny.
Oh, they were going back at it. He was laughing because the shit Max was saying, you know. Max was saying some shit he would say, you know, like shit that he said before, you know. So, man, this is gonna be a cool. Oh man, I don't even want to make predictions after the fucking. You know, I thought Topuria was gonna knock out Gaethje. That didn't happen. So I'm not gonna say Max is gonna whip Conor's ass. I'm gonna just wait for the fight.
Don't worry,
Man,
Max will
those
get,
were
he's gonna get slept.
upsets.
Don't
Those
worry,
were
Max
pretty
gonna get slept.
upset
Don't worry, it's gonna be all right.
upset.
Yeah, Max getting slept.
Yeah, I mean,
Easy.
Dude, it was crazy. I wouldn't be. We've been seeing upsets so many times. So these main event upsets, the undercard upsets. You know, like this was a great card, man. Top to bottom, 7 fights, all finishes. You couldn't even plan it better than that.
Yeah.
You know, I heard there's a dude named Robert Garcia. He's a former boxer and does his training and shit with students now. And he works with Zuffa because some of his fighters go there. And he was watching that. And that's his first time watching just sitting down watching a whole MMA event. And he just thought like, damn, that was the main event was fire. He was praising it. You know,
It was cool. Yeah, seeing people outside. Yeah.
Yeah, outside a lot of boxing fans. I mean, I was watching like a lot of people who don't watch fucking MMA who are boxing fans that I know. Just, oh, you watching that White House card? Like, oh shit, what the fuck? You gonna watch that? You know? So, yeah, man, I was surprised where a lot of boxing fans were telling me that they're watching the event. So it was pretty big, and yeah, man, topping that. Where are we gonna do a fight? Where are we gonna, you know, like
Mars.
What?
Mars, the moon.
Right? Like Mars, like where the fuck are we gonna pull a fight like that?
Is anything
like,
impossible now? Like when you think about it, like they're gonna have events everywhere. Like now I feel like it's gonna be completely unhinged. You have this technology with this claw, so now basically you can go wherever the hell you want to do something like this. I think each year we're gonna find a new crazy place that it's going to pop up. I just don't know how you top the White House, but we're biased. I mean, we're in the States, so right, we're biased. It's probably going to be in front of the Taj Mahal. It's going to be I don't know. They're gonna do some crazy shit all over, like everywhere. Stonehenge. They're gonna have one in front of Stonehenge. Maybe.
Stonehenge, hey, that'd be crazy.
The
man.
Grand Canyon.
Like I said, man,
they'll fight in the canyon.
Like when I heard the White House card, I'm like, this sounds like some Street Fighter shit. Like just 2 Street Fighter characters fighting in front of the White House. You know, like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they pulled it out, the way the weather was supposedly gonna be iffy, and it wasn't. It was perfect enough for the event to go out fine. Like, man, they couldn't have written anything better. Justin Gaethje's next fight, I don't even know who is the next guy. The division is like in scrambles right now. Who would you pick to fight Justin next?
I think Charles is chomping at the bit, but I think Gaethje's waiting to see next month's circus play out, because I think Gaethje's going to lobby. He's going to talk some crazy shit if Conor can get the win. Also, Max Holloway too. I mean, I know he lost to Charles, but if Max like knocks out Conor, then Gaethje's going to want to. He's like, oh, I'll give him another shot. I'll give him a swing at the belt, maybe.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
get
true.
a little redemption there.
I don't see Conor going back down to 155. That's the thing.
That's the tough part. Yeah, it's tough.
That's the tough part. Like Conor, if he's gonna get another belt, it's at 170, or unless they make a new fucking division at 165 or something.
But think about this though. But Conor is a psychopath. He's a psychopath. He cut weight to 145 at one point, right? The dude is a lunatic. And he's never missed weight. If this guy really thinks he can have a shot at getting that 155-pound belt back, I think he'd find a way to cut to 155. I think he would find a way to do it.
I think so, but it's like we'll see how. I mean, I don't know. He's gonna look big at 170.
There's got to be gold waiting for him to do that.
Right?
I
mean, man, he gonna look like TJ going down to 125. Like, you know, like
he'll look sickly, but yeah, idea. I think he would try. I think he would try it.
I would think it would be even more harder for him because he's not like 27. You know, this isn't a 27-year-old Conor cutting down and shit like that, right? So,
but don't rule out like Conor knocking out Max, right? And getting on the mic.
Oh no,
getting on the mic, and then hold on, hear me out. Getting on the mic and looking into the camera and saying Islam Makhachev, and just like cutting some fucking promo. I'm gonna go after you next. I'm gonna and just run some like your wife is your towel nonsense. you know, or some cousin fucking nonsense.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like he can hit that thing.
Classic Conor.
Dude, he can come out there and just fucking cut a promo and says, "Give me that welterweight strap. Give me Islam Makhachev." Dude, everyone would lose their mind, and the UFC would just force him into that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for reals. But oh man, I can't wait for next. I mean, man, I remember we've been saying like a couple of months ago, like these like numbered events ain't cooking like some of these fight nights, right? But now, man, if we're looking like, yeah, man, later on we got Islam fighting who they just announced
Garry.
It was Ian Garry.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Ian Garry and him. That's gonna be another banger. I like Ian Garry to win that fight. I hope he does.
He could.
Ian
I mean,
Garry,
he could. I mean, he's good at. I mean, he's good at game planning for every style, and he put it to Shavkat. He did. He gave it to Shavkat. So you never know. It's not impossible. But
yeah, that's true. I mean, Ian, I think he has a way to win. But I mean, the whole 75-pound division is full of like, you know, we got Prates, we got Morales, you know, we got some young killers there.
Yeah.
Conor, I could see Conor hopscotch everyone if he wins, you know. So, yeah, man, you know, I could see Conor get in the fight if he beats Max. He could get a title fight or something.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, round one. Appreciate the call, man.
All right, Moss. I'll see you later.
That's round one calling in. What calls tonight? Fantastic. Thank you for your patience. I want you guys to vote right now. Out of all those phone calls, who killed it tonight? Let me know in the chat. Who killed it tonight? Who was your favorite caller? We got Freeze. Freeze dropping a $2 donation. Thank you, Freeze.
Most they're saying since Trauma lost, Nina Drama doesn't adore him like before. Losing the title and the lovely Nina Drama, isn't that too much for one man to bear?
I tell you, you know what the curse is? That EA Sports game. Every time they're on the cover of that thing, it's been going on with Madden. It's trickled over to the UFC. They put Chama on the cover of that thing. Loses. Crazy. But Nina Drama, too, she kind of curses situations, right? Didn't she? Didn't Armin get injured because she was fucking around with him? Who knows? I got another alert coming in from WWE. Josh coming in.
Big Worm is after me, aka Mike Obama.
Big Worm is after me, a.k.a. Mike Obama.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Damn. Wise Moss looking to end the stream. Dude, we just blasted through. It's been almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. Non-stop entertainment. What the fuck? What do you want, blood? Who we got here? We got Renato. Welcome to the stream.
Yes, how are you doing?
How you doing, Renato?
Yes, I want to talk about this Hokit, Josh Hokit saying the Obama is a man.
Okay.
Why, people are getting so mad like Obama is a man when we all know he has a wiener?
It's a good question. It's a great question, actually. Yeah.
Like, it is very obvious he has a wiener. You look when he do the dance and the poopy come out.
That is true, yeah. When she's like thrusting her pelvis out and you can kind of see a little bit of a bulge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think Lara Trump is a man too. You know?
Wait, which Trump are you saying? Melania?
Lara.
You think who's a man?
Lara Trump.
Lara Trump?
Yep.
I don't even know who
If
Lara
you
is.
look at her picture, the muscles, the shoulder.
Wait, Lara Trump. Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
L-A-R.
Lara. Hold on, I'm gonna pull her up. Trump. Okay, hold on a second. Lara Trump. Okay. Oh, I know this girl. Yeah, I've seen her. My dad.
I mean, she's a man too.
Yeah, you might be right. Oh, she's the one that's married to the vampire son. Okay.
She Don the Junior or maybe what's his name? The stupid one, Eric.
The stupid one. Yeah. The one that DM'd, allegedly DM'd DC. Yeah. Yep.
Which could be true though.
So you
You
think she
never
might be?
know
You think
because
she's a man too?
because no. I mean to say the message he sent to DC, the Eric Trump, which could be true.
Do you think the man told him to send that message? She wanted some action on the fights.
Maybe.
Maybe the man sent the message. All right, you got anything else?
I have also the thing I want to talk about is it is a conspiracy. I talked with the John Fitch. You know, John Fitch used to fight in UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has this theory that actually the Hollywood bought the UFC in the early 2000s, but they used the Fratidas as the face of the UFC.
Mhm.
But actually, it wasn't the Fratidas who actually bought the UFC. They were just public figures. But Hollywood always owned the UFC. That's why the UFC has always been big and has a monopoly on the market.
Interesting. That's fascinating. Okay.
Because if you look at, for example, the Stefan Bonner and Forrest Griffin fight, there have been many free, remember, it was a great fight, but how can that fight save the company and have all of a sudden millions of Americans tuning in at the same time? But then you look at UFC Fight Night not UFC Fight Night, when the card was on CBS, the Elite XC, when they did the Robbie Lawler and what's his name, Scott Smith. That was a crazy fight, but how come that didn't do the same number when it was on the free TV?
It's a great question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like doing like a deep dive into this. I see what you're saying.
Yes, there is something weird going on
Yeah.
because that is on CBS, and at that time everyone have the CBS because it's free from the government, and it was a very crazy fight. Of course, the eye injury was bad, but why it didn't do the same as Stefan and Forrest? And there are many fights like that. That have been crazy, but they didn't do the same number. So it is a very good question that nobody is talking about in the industry. Because is the UFC actually the Hollywood pushing one entity, but they're not pushing other entity because they don't want people to know what the real fighting is. And now what they are doing since the last 15 years is dumbing down the fan base. Now you look at the fan base is more stupid. For example, no, it's true.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just. Yeah.
For example, Ilia Topuria win the 3 fight. He is better than Anderson Silva. He's better than Nogueira. This Tom Asenhol is better than Emelianenko Fyodor. He just won 1 fight against a bum.
Did you say Tom Asenhole?
Whatever his name.
Is this your first time calling in?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you might have won caller of the night, man. You might have won it single-handedly, hands down.
This Asenhole is
he's
the greatest fighter in the history. He beat 50-year-old Volkov or 55-year-old Andrei Arlovsky. I mean, come on.
That's true.
The stupidity is ridiculous, and because in the past the fans were at least educated. When the strike force was bought, fans were angry. They were saying we need more MMA. This is not good for the sport. But now, if other company does a good show, these new fans go crazy because they're not actually fans of MMA. They are more fans of the WWF. And the UFC is the new WWF.
I tell you, you're not off. You're not off on it. It actually kind of makes a little bit of sense what you're saying. I hear you.
Because remember, for example, if Strike Force used to put on good shows, people used to be happy. I remember a lot of MMA media used to cover Elite XC, used to cover Strike Force. When
Mhm.
Strike Force was a small company when it was on HDNet, if you remember.
Yeah.
It was nothing, but still you saw a lot of media, a lot of people covering it. Elite XC was very big. The fans wanted Elite XC to do well. Now we have new companies like MVP. The fans don't want it to do well. They were like, no, UFC, like it's just like the WWF.
Yeah. Wow.
Like,
So have you lost? Have you? Because the fans are kind of stupid now. Have you kind of lost your love for the sport? Because it seems like you know the history of the sport. So
I have lost a lot of love. Like you see, like every like MMA used to be special because every organization used to have its own rule set.
Mhm.
I remember when I was in like Brazil in 2000 and 1999, we used to have IFC Vale Tudo Championship. In IFC Vale Tudo Championship, you could kick the head or you could have headbutt. You could have a 10-minute first round and a 10-minute second round.
Yeah.
And then then you should have a different organization like World Extreme Fighting. The rule set was different. In order to be what made this sport great was there wasn't no singular rule set. Pancrase was different. You have to use your hand. You couldn't use like punches to the face. That made it the element more like it made it more exciting. You know, like for example, they say what is the top 10 greatest fighters of all time, and they say John Jones, George St. Pierre. I like they are very good fighters, but they have only fought in one rule set. For example, like Frank Shamrock, Dan Henderson, Anderson Silva. These guys have fought in many different rule sets, many different weight classes, and these guys have also fought outside. For example, like the White House card, I will give you example. Ilia Topuria got tired after the second round. I think the factor was also the weather. It was like 95, 96 degrees, and then it became a dogfight, and he's a pussy, and he cannot do a dogfight. He was more worried about the blood coming out of his face and buying fake followers.
Yeah.
But you get my point.
Do you practice jujitsu yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What belt are you?
I'm blue belt.
Oh, blue
I
belt.
didn't do black because my like ACL is starting blowing away my legs. Couldn't, you know.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, very nice. Look at that. That was Renato calling in. The blue belt. I gotta stop. Renato. He wins. I gotta stop. He blew out his ACL. What do you guys think of Renato? Damn. Right now, J Beers is banging his head against the wall. He's like, God damn it. Renato. What a call. We had great calls tonight. Fantastic calls. I can't do it anymore. I got to be honest with you. My head hurts from that one. I got to be honest with you, though. Like, he was kind of on point with some of the shit he was saying. He was going with it, but he actually wasn't like, he was saying some real shit right there. Tom Assenhole. Freeze.
Most with Elon Musk now being a trillionaire and the richest man in the universe, they're saying if he were to get divorced and half his fortune was lost that it would break the world economy.
Whoa.
As Elon Musk's attorney, would you advise that he get a prenup?
Oh my, could you imagine being a trillionaire? Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Being a fucking trillionaire. That's got to be, oh my God. It's got to be crazy, man. Yeah, I think you should get prenup. Yeah. Thank you, Freeze, man. Thank you guys for the donations. I will say this. It feels good now that we got the phone lines flowing again. It feels good. And I like the fact that we had very different calls tonight. Like, it was like all shapes and sizes, all different forms, all different voices came in. Renato with the anchor of the calls over there tonight. J Beers kicking it off. J Beers was the catalyst, getting everyone saying. J Beers was like the first guy on the dance floor. You know? Everyone's a little nervous. Everyone's like, the band's playing. No one wants to get up there to dance. Jay Beers puts the headband on around his head. He starts doing the Cotton Eye Joe dance all over the dance floor. And then everyone's like, yeah, I want to do that dance too. And then everyone started pouring in to the phone calls. Great calls tonight. Fantastic. Very nice job. But I need in the comment section when this thing is done, I need you guys to post who is the best phone caller of the evening. It's been a great show. Thursday night, I'm going to be live tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning for 1FC. We're going to try to fluke off on a Friday. Gummy Gang tomorrow night. Then we're back here for the MMA-Holes reaction of the Vegas event going down Saturday, which is, I want to show you guys the card here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's a fight missing. I got some work to do. But anyway, Horiguchi versus Kape. But this is a pretty solid fight night. I mean, a big downgrade from what happened on Saturday, of course. But yeah, you didn't like Renato. Come on, D-Man. Stop it. Cut it out. He was fantastic. All right, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. We haven't played this in a while. I don't know why I'm going to play this one. We're going to play this anyway. Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Noche, all gringos fighting at UFC noche. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, 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 yo. UFC noche, at UFC noche, yeah, 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 yeah.
What do you have to say now? What do you have to say now?